Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you think about that Don Trippery?
Oh, it's dope, man. I've heard of him. I heard a couple of his joints before, so yeah, I'm little familiar with him.
Mm,
But yeah. Wasn't disappointed.
nice. No, I've been a
Um,
Don Tripp fan for a minute, man.
yeah, man, he's solid. Wish his songs were longer than it takes me to go to the bathroom, but he makes some good stuff, man. It's just be like, oh, it's
Yeah,
over. That's it.
yeah. I know that's crazy because I didn't know that's a lot. It's actually a longer song in general though, but it was a lot of instrumentation on the song though. But I think it was the intro to the album. That's why.
Yeah, so I mean, like sometimes with him, I'm just like, man, I need a little more, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
damn, son. Like, I
yeah. No,
like it,
he's top tier lyricist. Like never mentioned, never mentioned, like at all. Any conversation.
you
Like,
gotta pay dues.
he's been in the game for a minute though. Like
How long?
I got put onto him. I want to say in '09, 2010, something like that. When he started coming out with the Macho Man Randy Savage mixtape series,
Yeah,
Starlito. That's it's like 14 years. The man got gray hair now, man. He's been in the game for a minute.
I mean, we've seen that a lot, man. A lot of people come in the game, and it takes
A wild
20 years to
pop.
get on. It takes
Yeah,
5 years to get popping. Who knows?
yeah.
It just varies, man. But
We were
um,
just talking about Sauce Walker the other time, the other episode ago, a few episodes ago, about how he's been in the game for a minute since 20. Same thing, 20. I think 2013, something like that. He just started. People just started talking about him, really like getting out there. So you're right.
exactly,
Got to grind. I guess you're right.
there's just no method to the madness. That's all. I'm not saying he don't deserve to be put on sooner or get more buzz, but
Right. No, I feel you.
it
Definitely.
just be like that.
Definitely. Yeah, like just like the NBA. Like there's a million people out there got bars and can hoop, like and just not in the league. But yeah, man. But we in the league, man. Episode 38, Block Giants, man. Welcome back, man. I'm Ink T to the G, and I'm here with my man Dose Methanoli, Richter, man, as he's known to the public. And this is episode 38, the psychedelic, man. I'm over here with the psychedelic.
Okay,
So like
see through,
spicing it up. Yeah, the see through. You know what I mean? You can't even see the liquid that's inside. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I mean?
yeah.
All right. But yeah, no, we got a healthy pod for today. I ain't gonna lie. There's been a lot of good topics. I noticed that we usually steer away from politics, but there's been so many things political that has just been blasted towards us like nonstop. Like those text messages that you get, like just be like, hey, did you know such and such and such and such? Like, like
I
just
mean, it's the season, yo.
it is. I'm not mad at it. It's the
Election
season.
season. So
I wanted to actually bring a little more awareness to some more of the local topics. Like, you know, what I mean, the local things are going to be on the ballot. Like, instead of just like the major issue of Trump and Biden, and you know, because everybody's just speaking about Trump and Biden. That's all we're hearing. Like, nobody's really talking about like any of the local issues that are in maybe their city, their region. So I also wanted to speak about some things like that today. But
oh
you know
yeah,
how
we'll
we
get to
do it.
that. We'll get to
Definitely,
that.
definitely. But you know how we do. We got to get the sad ish out the whizzy.
Exactly, man.
You know what I mean? Because we don't want to end on a negative note, but we also don't want to permeate through the pod with it. So let's go ahead and get it out the way, man. Unfortunately, we have lost some people this week. We have lost Bob Newhart at 94. Bob Newhart, a great comedian. I don't know if you're familiar with any of his work.
Not like that, but
Mm.
heard
I'm
the
familiar with,
name,
yeah,
seen the picture. I was like, oh, I recognize Homeboy, but I'm
right.
yeah.
I actually am familiar with a lot of his work because I guess just was watching a lot of Nick at Night as a kid or something. I don't know, but he had the Bob Newhart show that was actually funny. He was the patriarch of the family there. He was known for his dry humor. Um, very funny dude. He actually I do remember him actually on The Big Bang Theory. He was the teacher, the professor they had, and he was still doing that dry humor. Like it was. He still had it. He still had it. He's always been funny. Definitely had a great life. Passing peacefully, 94. So had a great life, man. I wish I could did half the things he did. So prayers and healing energy to Bob Newhart and his family, and just Yeah.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. 94. If all of us could be so lucky,
Right.
salute. And yeah, prayers and thoughts and blessings and all that to friends and family. Of course, the fans probably grew up with them. Uh, R.I.P. Yo.
We also got Lou Dobbs. Ooh, former CN. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to be disrespectful, but at first when I heard Lou Dobbs, I first thought of a baseball player, and then I was thinking about another player. I think I was about somebody else. But Lou Dobbs, the former CNN and Fox business anchor, a pioneer in the financial journalism for TV. He passed at 78. He had a lot of outpour from the public, especially from his peers in CNN and in journalism. Just congratulating his life, his accolades, what he did on this earth, what he did for the company in his field. But one thing that I just found kind of odd that it was very sparse on the details of how he passed, just that he passed. But prayers and healing energy to his family, and like I said, he's a pioneer in financial journalism, and we actually do a little bit of stuff that he actually implemented even now, like so just like I said, prayers and healing energy,
Pioneer, pioneer.
big
Gotta
facts,
always show love to the pioneers coming
facts,
from hip hop culture. So yeah, R.I.P. Lou Dobbs. Um, I think I know who you're talking about. It's like Dominic Rawls. Somebody has a name that sounds like his played a sport, but
right?
yeah. I know who you're talking
Lou
about.
Rawls, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, Lou Dobbs, man. Yo, again, only to be so lucky. Not all of us can make it to the 70s or even the
right.
90s, but RIP to you and your family. Thoughts and prayers, man. So, I hate hearing that, but it's part of life, yo.
Right. Now, this coming week, I've had a lot of glaring, yeah, a lot of glaring things just facing mortality. Just a lot of things. And just speaking with my father in general, just hearing plans, how he's talking about he wants to retire at 70 or something like that, and I'm like, man, retire at 70? It's insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I hear retire at 70, yo, and then as the African American people of I want to say, I mean, our age, our genetics, like, we don't really live, like, I mean, really that far. Like, my grandfather, I want to say he passed at 76. So I'm like thinking you're gonna retire like at 70. It's like you really only got six to 10 years to really just enjoy life and do what
Enjoy
you want to do.
retirement.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, but you old. Like, you know what I'm saying? You old. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he's in good shape, but I'm saying though, like, I mean now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not 70 now.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He's not 70 now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just like, yo, like it's just mind boggling, like how you just see like it's mortality, like I'm getting we're getting older, like, so it's like, yo, like that's not our plan to retire at 70, but it's just like when you see the generations before us, like what the plan was, the American dream, it was to do this and this and this, and then now you get to retire and kick your feet up. It's like, yo, that's just like, it just looks crazy when you see it, like like, yo, you're gonna what, like sit in the backyard and just swat flies? Like, I don't know. Like hopefully you travel. Hopefully I'm gonna get him off that couch. We gonna go do stuff. Like, but like that's just insane to
For
me. Like,
sure.
but 'cause that's definitely not my end game. I don't plan on working to the bone. I mean, you already know. We've already had numerous conversations on the show. Like, what's it gonna take for you to sit down? I'm like, um, definitely we had plans before even reaching a whole 70 piece. Like, we had major plans. So it's just it's good that we can have plans like this, and that we are afforded even the opportunity to even be able to make plans for our legacy, to even be able to help our elders, our olders, and our youngers. So
For sure.
because like I said, just when you just see that, man, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, I'm gonna retire at 70. Like, retire, yo, that's a lot of people. Oh, and the crazy part is that's admirable to a lot of people. Some people can't even retire at 70. Like, that's what's insane. I was at Walmart the other day. This dude had to be at least 75 checking my receipt when I'm walking out the door. I'm like, yo, that is not okay. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like in America, you should be able to sit down at a certain age, like, and get a some sort of stipend, like something, like, because that doesn't even make no sense.
Yeah, but them days are done, man. I think there's a few countries where that's a thing, and there's government situations to support that and make sure everyone kind of does that. But America's about the dollar, everything's advancing. It just don't make no sense to kind of put a date like, yo, when I'm 65 or when I'm 70, I'm gonna retire. Like, you know how much is gonna change, and you're gonna need a new computer and a new VR headset and this internet. You're gonna need all these things to just relax and enjoy, and that's gonna cost money. And you need to get back to work. It's just a vicious cycle. But I feel you, man. As we get towards the tail end of the cycle, you can start to see the whole picture, and it's just when you want to stay motivated the most, it can be motivating, but it can also be demotivating. But um, you know, it is what it is. I really hope Pops can kick his feet up and relax. But yeah, it's not fun to go on a wine tour in Italy when you're 70 and you need a walker. When
Right,
you had these plans when you're 40 and you can still
right.
move. Like
You know the crazy part is though, my father could retire right now if he wanted to. Like, he's just like, and I get it from him, like just over paranoid. Like, I want to, like, pretty much what you're saying. You're like, yo, when you retire, new stuff is gonna come out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so he's like, no, I gotta make sure in 15 years, like, if the new whatever, like, you know what I mean, or anything happens, I got it. Like, no big deal. Like, so he's just extra. Like, he's like, I need 5 million. Like, like you asked me a question, like I asked him that his answer was five. Like, you know what I'm saying?
see,
So, like, so I was like, all right, man. Like, I'm like, you technically could be good with two pops. Like, he's like, nah.
yeah,
I'm like, I feel you. Like, I
like
got
to
you.
really relax. Nah,
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. He's like, nah,
yeah, man.
I ain't mad at it.
This capitalistic society, man, things ain't getting cheaper. So,
No, not at all. Have you been to the grocery store lately?
of course,
The gas station?
of course.
Anywhere. Like, I haven't been anywhere lately. I was surprised at In and Out yesterday. I was like, yo, because it used to be super cheap. Like, and I was
It's
like,
still cheaper
yo.
than the others, but
Oh
but
yeah, facts, facts. Like, I was just
but it used to
comparing.
be super cheap.
Yeah, because I was actually like I said, I was in the middle of doing a lot of stuff this week, and I was eating fast food. I never do it. Like, so I stopped at McDonald's and got some French fries. Actually, that's all I ate. Got some French fries and smooth. But I was looking at the little menu though. I was like, yo, $5 gets you the McDouble, disrespect. The small fries and the drink. And I'm like, yo, and they say it's for a limited time too, because the other meals, the other meals are an arm and a leg. I'm like, yo, like, I remember back in the day, like when we were kids type shit, it used to be like 2 for 2. Remember that? The
Oh
Big
yeah,
Mac, two for
two
two?
for two.
What? The
Yeah,
supersized fries, 2 for 2?
you can get
What?
the big drink for like
What?
less than
What?
$1.50.
I remember that. Yo, I looked at that menu. They said 16 and some change for a double whopper. I was like, yo, a double whopper, 16 and some change? Like, yo, they don't even have no sauce on that whopper. They don't even, that's dry.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I took my happy self to In and Out. You know what I mean? And number one, you know what I mean? Whatever. It was like, their number one was 10.50.
Yeah, it's like now it's about $10, but
Yeah, but I was
used to
still, but
be
it used to be like
7.
8.50, like
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
like eight
7.
something like that. But I was shocked too because like to me it's not a big deal. Like $10 for the quality in comparison, like you know, what I mean, not a big deal, hands down. But I was looking at the sign, I was like 10.50. Was it always? 'Cause I remember being cheap. I don't remember having to break a 20 though. Like you know what I'm saying? I didn't remember like you know what I mean
Still
before.
cheap though, man.
Oh, definitely, but hands down.
Still
That's
cheap.
actually my number one actual spot. Like until I go to Whataburger, because everybody keeps talking about how it's not anything compared to that. I'm gonna go check that out. But until then, In and Out's my number one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. In and Out is up there for
If
the
you have to eat
price.
fast food, if you have to eat fast food for the price, that's what I
For
mean
the price, In and Out's the best.
for sure,
Habit
for
just
sure.
won some burger thing for the year, so
Mm. Yeah,
it
I
is
eat
what it
fast food
is.
probably every other month, probably once every other month.
Dope,
Stop
dope.
over there and get a hankering. Man, we are not talking about anything.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to get these dudes no extra pub.
Right, yo, man, I know I'm hungry. That's funny, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get this thing going. I want to start off with this topic that you had on here, man. And it said, should kids be able to buy non-alcoholic beer, wine, mocktails? And that's more evidence of kids growing up too fast.
Yes,
Um,
sir. So
Go for it.
that's pretty much it. So I saw this article about mocktails and non-alcoholic beer, and I've been knowing and reading for a few years now that the younger generations don't drink, or they drink way less than our generation and the generation before us. They don't drink as much,
Okay.
which we saw slowly that trend where it was like White Claws. It's like, oh, just water and vodka, like, you know what I mean. So like we seen it kind of move to this, but apparently there's a lot of younger people who don't like to drink, and for whatever reason, health, whatever.
Not
Good
mad
on
at it.
y'all. Good on
Yeah,
y'all.
not mad at it. Yeah.
But this just also made a new bigger market for people who don't want alcoholic drinks. So then now
Mhm.
you got a bunch of mocktails, a bunch of non-alcoholic wines, a bunch of non-alcoholic beers. And this article just kind of like rang a bell to me because it's like, yeah, like I mean, if there's no alcohol, can't they have it? And I'm sure kids are gonna be like, hey, it has no alcohol. I want it. I want a beer. Like, and it's just like, I don't know. For me, it just hit again where it's like, man, these kids are given so much more opportunities to grow up sooner than they need to really
Right.
grow up, man. Like,
Definitely.
like you shouldn't have a beer, like even if it's a fake beer, like
Yeah.
get your ass a root beer, like that's it,
Sarsaparilla.
that's
Like,
it, like you know what I mean, like so. I just wanted to see what you thought about this because you got a child
yep.
and he's probably getting to that age where parties is happening and
Yep.
you know I just wonder what you think about this because, like I said, the generations have slowly gotten away from wanting to drink. They're doing edibles, they're doing all this other shit, but they've been drinking less. So, um, what's your take on like this whole kids growing up kind of fast thing? Like, do you think this is avoidable? Do you think this is inevitable? Do you think like what's your thoughts on this whole thing? Because
I had several takes on it. Actually, it was kind of interesting because I was a little confused on when it said the percentage of the alcoholic beverage, like when they're calling it non-alcoholic, because I believe a percentage still means there's a percentage. So, like, there's a such thing as like the White Claws, the Smirnoff Ices.
Mhm.
I believe Smirnoff even has another non-alcoholic beer, but it's like 0.7% alcohol. You drink three of those, you're getting toasty. Like so, I don't understand. So I was confused. Are these mocktails that they're speaking of in this article? They said 0.05%. That is, I guess, a tenth of what one of those White Claws would be.
Okay.
So you'd have to drink 10 of those to get the effect of whatever one White Claw. But still, so there's still alcohol in it. So when they're saying like mocktail, like they're saying like a Zima. Like okay, now if you're talking about a Zima or something like that, that's different. Now we're talking like okay, and that still would be like no, you're not drinking a not. Why would you want to? Like that's weird. Like it's weird. You drink beer for a buzz because nobody like. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why people drink beer anyway. Honestly, some people like the hops taste. Like that's okay, whatever. But
Some
I don't
people
want my
do.
child trying to discover the hops taste at 15 years old. Like I'm sorry, no. Um, I do. Me and you have spoken about this. This migration away from alcoholic beverage with the induction of the marijuana industry, the dispensary industry, and everything like that, because it's more profitable for this new you know what I mean the new sheriff in town. So obviously, of course, they gotta somebody's pocket is gonna be slowing up. I'm sorry, slimming up a little bit, obviously. So I think it's a good thing. Unfortunately, alcohol is not good for our body over long periods of time. it's okay in moderation, I guess. We can process it and filtrate it out, but like I said, in long periods of time, it's not good for us. So it's kind of good that the younger people are steering away from that. So I'm actually not opposed to that. But I don't like how they're just slapping the term, the loose term of mocktail, like non-alcoholic. I don't like how they're saying that. Like I said, if it's 0% like Azima, then yes, let's go with non-alcoholic. But this is very slippery slope because who's to say we know people that get drunk off cocktails, like people that's a cocktail girl, like that's my Merlot girl, like she she likes two of those to get what I mean, like your kid could be self-medicating, like with my why do you want your kid, this all goes back to parenting, like what I mean, there shouldn't even be this shouldn't even be a child's decision. Like, no offense, I'm sorry, but this is the actual part of parenting where you have to do what's called your job. Like, if you see your child with a mocktail, I'm not telling you how to discipline children or anything like that, but there needs to be some conversation in the home. Like, if you're 13, anybody living in your house that is not paying bills at under 18 years old, walking around with a mocktail in your household, there needs to be a conversation from the parent, post haste, immediately. Like you know what I'm saying? There got to be some laying down of law, like somehow. Like, um, I've noticed a lot of lax parenting nowadays when they're saying, "Oh my God, my kid is just they just do what they want to like they just do." Like that's not how we were raised, and that's not how we are in my household. So, like I say, like I noticed that they even the way they write articles, I felt like they were writing that article for a kid. Like you know what I'm saying? It was like, "Yo, we got this new shit coming out." And dude was like, "Yeah, I like to card my people though about mine." I'm like, "Yo, there's alcohol in it. You're supposed to." Like like that was crazy. He made it sound like he was supposed to get props for that. Like I like to card people. I don't want people thinking it's cool to just drink over here. Like yeah, there's alcohol in it. That's a law. You're supposed to do that. Like
Supposed to, but one of the things in the article was mentioning, it's kind of like there is no government intervention for this market.
right?
So it's like, do we need that, or do we just have to trust that, like Homeboy is holding it down, doing the right thing,
We gotta just trust
and
homeboy holding it down.
others aren't. Like,
Okay. Yeah, we
so
just
yeah, it's scary times, man. It's scary that they're like this has become what it is. Like I said, we've seen this trend happening, but the government is still 8 steps behind.
loophole.
Exactly.
I guess they'll
It's the
find a loophole
loopholes.
for about 5 more years. You can't get a menthol cigarette right now without looking over your shoulder. But a 15-year old right now can go out there and get it drunk legally. It'll take a couple drinks, but
They're gonna have to pee a lot.
yeah, but they're gonna get there.
They
And
can
let's
get.
and let's be real. Kids can skip school one day and go get a case of these, like you know what I'm saying, and go hang out with their friends. Like we come on, we've been to high school, man. We know those kids that used to be the binge drinkers on the weekends. We know those kids. We know all types of sorts of kids, man. Like this is just not. As a parent, I'm not in favor of this. As a parent, um, if you're an adult consuming this, this is a whole different. Then we're on a whole different. Access a whole different part of the game. But as far as for kids, I'm not in favor of this at all. Actually, not at all. No. For my child specifically, no. For everybody else's child, I think y'all should figure out what's going on in the home. If you guys feel like, hey, your child is, hey, you want to drink a non-alcoholic beer with your son and watch the Niners game, that's what y'all do in your household. Then I guess. I don't like to judge people's parenting. I just do it quietly when no ears are on me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I understand that market's gonna boom, but it's just interesting how like when it comes to alcohol, like things can slip through the cracks mad easy. Things can get bypassed and this and that, but don't let no marijuana packaging not have the terpenes or something on it, have the little numbers. Don't let that happen.
Business down.
The whole thing's gonna crumble. But yeah, yeah. No, just
You
wanted to
said
see
yeah
what you
now.
thought. Just wanted to see what you thought about this because, again, I just feel it's another sign more about kids growing up too soon, wanting to
Oh,
have that
true.
palate,
Mm,
wanting to like know what wine is like. And
right. I mean, that's pretty much how White Claw pretty much started booming because that's how they introduced it. It's party and it's not really alcohol. Like, there's no alcohol in it really. And
there's alcohol, but it's like it's not all that other shit. It's not full of sugars and this and
right,
that. It's just water
right.
and vodka. Okay,
Exactly.
cool.
And
Like,
it boomed, didn't it? Still
like
booming, actually.
yeah, yeah. So it's like cool. We getting down to the basics, but if you're not drinking booze to like have a healthy body, I'm sure a bunch of the shit in this mocktail shit is not good for you. All these artificial flavors. They're just, like if we're gonna look at it from a health standpoint, I'm like that don't make sense either. So, um, don't know if we'll be bringing this up again, but just again sending up a flare for the parents out there. Your kids could be having sleepovers, going to people's houses,
Getting litty.
getting bent, but it's gonna
Not
be a
bent.
while.
Getting linked. Not even bent linked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not
But it
even
could be
linked.
a lot of liquid. They gotta drink a
Yeah.
lot of liquid to get there. And
Yeah.
if you're thinking of that, and then when you move to like graduate to real beers and you buy the whole 18 cakes and you really don't need that many, you kind of already started this bad habit and problem. So they think they need a lot when they don't. When you get the real
Mm.
shit, you don't need the more
Mm.
crazier the shit, the wild turkeys and the vodkas and all that. Like you don't need much.
I'm not a fan of training your body at a young age for alcohol, like building a resistance or like at an early age. That's crazy because I never drank early. I never drank when I was before 18. Yeah, 17. No, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
They were them
17.
schnapps.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17. But like that was like what light? Like it was yeah, like once a every 3 months type shit. Like
It was a special occasion.
yeah, it was like after some major ass whoopings or something like good practice. It was something major had to happen. Like it wasn't like it was celebratory. Like it wasn't like it's Friday. Like like
Got
I
top
just thought
three and a bunch of jams in like 3 months. All right, we're gonna
yeah,
have a little sip of
let's
some
bust it out.
schnapps.
Yeah, let's bust it out.
Relax, because we're gonna train hard
Yeah.
next week. We're gonna be right
hmm
back at it. Like,
but seeing, but I remember, like, like I said, I also remember being in high school, seeing the other kids, like, you know what I mean, like the
for sure.
Friday night, the weekend binge drinkers, the stoners, the whatever, whatever the pill heads. There's always subgroups. There's always a lot of groups, like so. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, would you rather if your kid was like? I hate when people always try to play the devil's advocate. Like they always say, well, if your kid was gonna do stuff, like, wouldn't you rather they do this? I'm like, no, I would rather my kid do none of that stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
Rather
why do
him
I
eat
have to?
Play-Doh.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why do I have to? Why do I have to pick the best of both, the best of evil worlds? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, my child is going to do what I tell them to do, and if not, there will be consequences. That's how parenting works. Like, there's no like, well, at least it's just, or do it in front of me. At least you're at home. Like, no, no. Like, but what about books? Like, I remember that. Like, I
Right.
remember studying. Why are you so focused on getting high? Like right now, why are we? Why is it the conversation right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we negotiating your level of inebriation? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that like boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. Like,
Yeah, they're just growing up so soon,
I
man.
know, right? Like,
They're dealing with the pressures of everything on the internet when they
mm,
probably don't need to. So they want to cope,
turn it off.
right?
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. Uh, my son was getting bullied one time, right? Or I wouldn't say bullied. Well, I guess it was bullying. I guess I'm gonna be
Cyberbully.
PC. PC. It was technically bullying. Like, but he was on his little computer and somebody was in the little chat saying something to him, and he was telling me blah 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 blah, and I calmly went over there and just closed it. Like, problem solved. Like, at the very least, you don't have to deal with it until tomorrow. Like when you go to school. Like, why are you going to bring negativity in your household? Like, like let it permeate your energy, like your energy right now. Like, you were minding your business, like at home. Like, why would you? Like, you know what I mean? Those are conversations you have to have. Like, yo, don't invite energy. Like, before you lay down. But I always tell people, like, especially my child, before someone can walk over you, you have to lay down first. Like, that's just facts. So if you are receiving negative information or negative attention from somebody, stop receiving it. Like, make a boundary. You know what I mean? Like, turn it off. Like, don't be a victim. Like, don't be a willing victim. Don't be a willing participant. And you know what I'm saying, in your bullying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I
Right.
just, that's just me. But that's how, I guess every household is different. But moving along. Oh, speaking of moving, Elon Musk announces his departure from California, and he's taking SpaceX and Tesla with him. How do we feel about that? Well,
Seen this
you're not a,
coming.
yeah, I'm like, you're not a Californian, but still, the ramifications itself.
I mean, we've seen this coming. This is
Facts.
we already knew this is coming. We're just waiting for him to finally say, "Oh, this is the reason." But
Yeah, you picked a good
convenient.
one. Yeah, you
Yeah,
picked a convenient reason.
it's convenient, but seen this coming. He been wanting to move. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, he's still gonna be having offices in California. I heard.
Yeah,
So it's not like it's completely up and leaving. He's just moving the headquarters or something. So
yeah.
he's gonna just downgrade to some small little office. He's still gonna have to like have people stay in California and work. I know he ain't gonna pay for everybody to move to Texas. I know he ain't that generous with his money.
No.
So as much as he's the one always banging the drum that he don't like remote workers and
Mm.
he wants you to be at the office, he needs to move everybody from California to Texas, which he ain't gonna do, or he's gonna just downsize the crews,
Mm.
give them some kind of stipend if they want to relocate on their own. But yeah, nah, this don't change much. This ain't really new news, but again, um, he can take his ball and go home with it, I guess. I mean, what you think about this?
um, to be honest with you, I love the news because I be feeling like everything is just a rollout, a smoke screen. Like it just when you look at the optics of everything, like things just be very convenient, and they don't be very convenient just randomly. You know, like the Trump assassination attempt, and all of a sudden, boom, Elon Musk throws his whole support behind Trump now. And then all of a sudden, um, you know what I mean? Now this, like he wants to talk about how Gavin Newsom, he hates him and like the Dems, so now he's gonna move to Texas because Gavin's doing such a horrible job with California, like, and that's on the precipice of you know Newsom's political aspirations for maybe vice president or things like that. You know, like so it looks like I said, if you're paying attention to every other piece, like you know what I mean, that's all the other stuff, then it makes sense like a lot more. Like, oh, okay, he's doing that because it makes other people think this, and like, all right, cool, but at the end of the day, like, it boils down to what you just said. He's been saying that he's only downsizing. He's leaving the offices there. He's just downsizing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It boils down to everything you just said. Like, so I just like how the big headlines, catchy, cool, clickbaity, got it, but what does it really boil down to? Like, and that's why like you broke it down eloquently. I didn't have to say anything else. Like that was my whole take on it though. Like I was like, oh, it's convenient how they just splashed that there. And the only reason I even put it on here was because everything actually does add up to if you go further down this document, this doc we got this whole part. Like because now it's this, and then the next thing is what was it
The prop thing.
oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now wait, hold on. People are oh yeah, Prop 36, of course. Like that goes perfectly into that. And I didn't know if you were familiar with Prop 36.
No, I was not being Nevadian. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I was not. I did a little quick research on it, but all this was new to me. The whole 47 that they had, and now
Oh, really?
30, 36. Like, yeah, this was all new to me.
Okay. Well, Prop 36 was see this is why I was not this is why I would say us as people who are live in our cities, we are in these states, we have to vote on the local level because I had no idea Prop 47 replaced Prop 36. And that's where everything went haywire, and that's why the California went to shit pretty much. Because Prop 36 was actually a godsend for a lot of people. It was a drug diversion program, and I actually remember because I was used to be on the wrong side of the law at that time, and I remember people saying like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to court and tell him I'm addicted to this and this, so I can get Prop 36 and go to a treatment program." And that was
Mm.
people's way trying to trick the system. And it's always kind of funny because half those people that would go to those treatment programs, where they were trying to trick the system, realized they really did have problems and would get help and then would really get clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? The other half of people, of course, just left and was trying to just get out of jail. Of course, there's always those people. But there was an actual big percentage of people getting healthy. Like, I remember, like maybe I'd be out of jail or something like that, and I'd see somebody 6 months down the line, and he'd be healthy, clean, and like got a good job taking care of his kids now. You'd be like, yo, that's what's up. Like I remember seeing things like that. Like so, I guess Gavin Newsom came up with Prop 47, which was to I thought it was supposed to be in correlation with 36, like, but what they did was they negated 36, crossed it out, and made it to where the penalties for the crimes of drug addicts were just minimal to, to zilch to nothing, and there was no treatment. And so what they did was all that money that was going to the people that were supposed to be helping the non like they just started going to nonprofits, and the CEOs of these people are actually getting all the money, and nobody's getting help anymore. And that's why the whole crime. And I didn't realize this is what happened step by step. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, oh, okay, now it's all adding up. So now, like, and so now, I guess Newsom's trying to cover his ass by trying to initiate a new prop that's gonna. It's like, yo, like, can we just let the cat out the bag, bro? You want to run for president, fam? Like, let's just go and just go and say it. Like, you know what I mean? Make your exit horrible. Like, I mean, like Biden did Afghanistan. Like, just leave and just announce the shit. You can't put sugar on shit. I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to be nice and political. Like, you know what I mean? Be nice about saying this shit. But like, yo, bro, like, you did a horrible job. Like, the whole population notices. Like we live here. We see it. Like, we don't care Elon's leaving because we live here still. Like, you know what I mean? He's a billionaire. He can fly to Barbados anywhere he wants to go anytime he feels like it. We live here. Like, crime is up, gas is up, food is up, everything's up, jobs are down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, this is insane. And now you want to go ahead and all right, you know what? All right, what do you think? What do you think about this, man? This is crazy.
I think it's just crazy. This like a prop to cover a prop to cover a prop. Like that's where I'm just like, yo, this is like as voters, you know what I mean? You're gonna see the commercials like vote on Prop 47 because this, and they're gonna spin it, and now it's just getting confusing because now we're playing like lotto. Like, what number is that the one that I'm not supposed to do? Like,
Right.
you going into the vote and you got all these numbers now. Like,
Yeah.
it's. I don't know about you, man, but when I start to see a bunch of numbers, I get a little lost. So I can't imagine other people too. So it's
My
just
question is though, do they even put it in the prop that hey, if you vote for this prop, that means this prop don't do nothing no more? Like, do they
no.
even say that? Like,
No, you have to research all that. That's what I'm
like
saying.
that's crazy.
You
Yeah,
just
that's
see
crazy.
that,
Cause
and
I
then
missed that.
they'll have the commercials like,
Yeah.
if you vote on Prop 47, you're gonna be helping people not have to go to jail, or they're gonna spin it right, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want people to go to jail,
Right.
but it's like, no, that actually is taking from this fund, but they
Right.
don't. So you have to wait for the other side to spend a bunch
The
of money on a
rebuttal. Yeah.
commercial, right? And so if people are only learning about this shit from commercials,
There it is.
you're only going to get such a message. But yeah, all the prop numbers they don't tell you. It's nah, man. When I vote, it just says it like prop da da da.
I know they don't
And
even tell you
without
about. They don't even tell you like the title of it or anything. It just
it
says
just says
vote.
prop 47. Then I'm like, what is that one? Oh, okay. Like,
Facts.
but to do that all, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the season, so I highly recommend y'all do your homework. The time people spend watching. Sam will go on a tirade, but the time people spend watching like debates and shit like that, like you could have actually used that time just learning about the local props. Because none of that, that's an easy one vote. Like, I don't know if someone's gonna like say something crazy at a debate that's gonna make you change your whole thing, but that's again just one out of like 50 things you gotta do. I'd rather just spend the time on the props and the local shit. But It seems
Right.
people don't. They want to watch the debates. They want to say someone can't speak. They want to say someone's too arrogant. They want to say all these things about these people talking, but they don't want to do no research on the what's actually these numbers and things they have to fill out boxes for. And, uh, shame on all of us because it's easy just to get mesmerized by all the ads and all the debates and all the trendy shit. And did you see how horrible so and so looked? But we gotta wake up, y'all. We gotta wake up and look into these propositions because they're proposed. They're being propped up for a reason. So look into it, learn. And if you don't want to do all that homework, then I get it. I get why you don't want to vote. I ain't gonna say you should vote or you're stupid if you don't vote. I'm not none of that. But yo, like for this country to turn around, for your city to turn around, it's gonna take a little effort. It's gonna take a little homework. So just if you can, take the time, do some homework. I hate it, but I gotta do it.
I agree. I agree. No, it's funny though because the debate, like everyone said, like everyone gets caught up in the glamour, the glitz. Let's be real. The debate, it was interesting. It was a great. It was a great distraction from everything that we were supposed to talk about. It was great. Like I talked to seven people, like about 7, 8 people after that debate. They were like, "Yo, that debate, did you see it? Like it was crazy." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, I bet." What did they display? Like, what did they discuss? Everybody was nobody talked about it because they didn't discuss anything, but nobody was talking about that part. They were just talking about, hey, did you see this? Did you see how Biden was talking? Did you see how he was doing and Trump was doing this? Like you're like, yo, but like the issue, like like they asked that they point blank asked that man Trump 3 different occasions. Okay, we understand that, but do you want to answer the question now? Like you know what I mean? Like he was like he started going off on tirades. I'm like, yo, like I cut it off because like that's not what we were here to watch. We were here to hear your views on these issues so we know how to intelligently vote. But anyway, that debate was just sad. I feel embarrassed as a country. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like
I love the debates if that was an actual skill and something we needed.
right. But we're not. Our president's not debating nobody. I'm
Yeah, a
still.
president go he don't go debate the president of Saudi Arabia. He don't go and debate. You don't have to debate. So I don't know. I don't understand why we're displaying that skill and why that skill is needed, but we all know these people have cabinets and people who help them make decisions. So
Right. I know exactly. I mean, it's. I mean, like I said, it's all. It looks good for us. Like I mean, it looks good, like glamour and glitz. It's just, but we're not getting to the bottom of nothing. Like it's just.
yeah, yeah. Watching Steve Young and Tom Brady argue about football is stupid when we know they got GMs and coaches who draw up plays and recruit and cut people from the team and they have no say. But I'm supposed to care about what Steve Young and Tom Brady are going to argue about?
I don't.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, dog.
I feel it.
I'm good.
I think that's insane.
But yeah, man, I don't know. This Prop 47 looks, I don't like it, but hopefully you
I'm
peoples can vote. Hopefully this is another message we can send out to our people, anyone that watches. Comment, like, subscribe, and make sure you research and vote.
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm gonna give you my personal opinion about the Prop 36 and Prop 47. Prop 47 has decimated California. Um,
Mm.
there's no, looking like The Walking Dead around here. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. Um, Prop 36, I had no idea how influential and great that program was. Because not only was it giving people the option to go to a program in lieu of jail, it was taking into consideration that they were actually addicts in the first place. So if you had to go to jail, they weren't sending you to the pen, like, or they were sending you to the county jail, but they were making sure you went to drug programs inside the jail. Then they put you in a halfway house, a mandatory halfway house of 6 months when you got out. And if you messed up, you had to go back to jail. So you got forced onto a program that and you would realize either A, I'm gonna be here for 6 months and realize I'm an addict or not, or you know what I'm saying, or just go to jail. Like that instead of just saying, oh, person's an addict and you now they with Prop 47, when they get arrested for crimes due to their addiction, they just go to court and the judge says, "Oh, that's less than $1,000. Bye." Like they don't ask why they did it. What I mean, like what was in I mean the commission of what, like why, I mean none of that. They're just like, oh, okay, bye. Like so then they see the same person 10, 20 times and nothing. It's like I just don't understand it. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I'm damn near jealous. I ain't gonna lie. When I was committing crimes, I wish this was out there like this. I'd have my record be squeaky clean right now. I ain't gonna lie. For real, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just jealous. That's what it is. I figured it out. I'm jealous. I'm over here cosplaying like I care about the community. I'm like, I'm just jealous. Nah, for real though. No. Prop 47. Seriously, I'm making jokes, but Prop 47 is really, really detrimental to the community. Like I said, I pray that we all can get on the ballot and get rid of this ASAP. This is not good for our children in our communities as well. 9 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10. I'm sorry. When we were children, it was safe for us, for our parents. It's not safe, but our parents would say, get outside and don't come back until the sun. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, like with the number one cause of child death in America is gun violence. Like that's insane. Like not tuberculosis, cancer, like no, gun violence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like you kind of want your kids to stay in the house and just like, work out, play in the backyard or, you know what I mean? You don't want them to go outside. Like, it's crazy. And like with Prop 47, things like that, and gun violence up like in California, it's insane to be a child nowadays. Like, you can't tell your kids, like, oh, after school, drop your backpack and I'll see you by it's getting dark at like 8 o'clock now, 9 o'clock. Kids can't go outside from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock nowadays, but in the year 2024, no, that's no. What? That sounds crazy right now. That sounds crazy. Like, yeah, you not being a parent, man. I kind of envy you in certain decision making situations, like, cause like sometimes you can't. Sometimes you gotta wing it. Sometimes you gotta wing it. But sometimes you gotta, yeah. Sometimes you gotta go with common sense. Like, yo, I read this. I read this. You gonna stay here, like for right now, like, and then we gonna ride this thing out, like. But like like I said, this all boils down to us getting back to the ballots and voting, um, for a better society. Like you said earlier, you pretty much smoked it when you said like it takes a lot of research. Like not a lot, but it takes some research. But you don't want to do it. Yeah, it takes some. But like you got to put the effort in if you want to see the community around you better. Like everybody's so focused on the world around them. Like let's start with around your neighborhood first. Like and then we can work on expansion. And that's what we like to promote here on BGP.
You can't change that shit for at least another a couple years once the vote. You can't even try to like veto or undo the mess you made. So
Right.
you want to
Look,
research what you're voting for, man.
47 has only been implemented for the last, I want to say, what, 4 years?
So I'm saying, yeah, so usually like 4 years or 2 years, I think they can actually come up again to
Yeah.
get
But
vetoed. So
but look at the ramifications of that prop in the 4 years. Like we got to get back to the ballots. I wish we would have had an emergency vote. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Like, I mean, and the crazy part is, as a community, we could have. Like, we could have signed a petition. We could have went crazy in the streets. Like, I'm realizing it later in life. You know what I mean? Now that I'm getting older and starting doing this pod with you as well, I'm starting to be more concerned and more aware of the community issues. And I was just noticing, like, we could have done that at any given time. Today, we could have did that. Like, we could get like, say we had 100,000 subscribers. We could have just posted a petition on our page, like, and then have some people, you know what I mean, and then sign it, like, got him at it, you know what I mean, got it done, like, I just don't understand, like, people in general, we have to come together, and and it starts with us instead of looking to somebody else to start something. It starts with us. So you gotta, whatever somebody can do, whatever you can do, just do it. It doesn't have to be something major. Like we started a podcast, we talk to people in our community. We're gonna go vote. You yourself, if you have to just Google something instead of like what Kim Kardashian did today, like you know what I mean. Google what Prop 47 was for half a second.
and look up 46 because if
Yeah,
there's a 47, there was a 46, and that might spark your interest to look at what's 45 and
right,
just know what's in play. You
right.
just need to know what's in play, yo.
Well, yeah, but that's pretty much. I just want to,
Scary times.
and it's getting scarier. It's scarier.
100%.
Man, we got oh wait, Donald Trump names his running mate. JD
Yeah,
Vance. JD Vance. How do we feel about Mr. JD Vance?
I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm. I have no idea who he is as well. But we just had a conversation about research. So I did a quick click. Um, the quick click version is Trump picked the exact running mate he needs to pick to go ahead and do what he needs to do. JD Vance is firmly in opposition of Roe v. Wade. He's pretty much standing on the same principles as Trump in every regard. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got from it. It's another yes man, like kind of like Pence. Like you know what I mean? Like you don't really, not really, you don't really have to worry about this guy too much. He's not really. If something happens to Trump, you're not like it's gonna be drastic changes in the White House. Like,
Right?
no, he's gonna be like, oh, I had an epiphany. Like, no, none of that's gonna happen. So, it's not looking good. I mean, it's looking good for the Republicans. Uh, I don't know. Well, I don't like to talk about who's voting for who on this podcast. I just know that we do have breaking news that Biden has dropped out of the election.
He has stepped out of the race, so he will not be a Democratic representative for Democrats on the next ballot.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, which is breaking news. It's like what hour, a couple hours ago. But I
right.
mean, that writing's been on the wall too. He's been saying that shit. I need to talk with my family, and we still got to decide if this is gonna be. I'm like, yo, if you're already hinting at that, dog, then you're halfway out the race.
But every press conference, he was saying, "I vow to stay in the race."
But then the court reporters, or not the court, the press, every time I've seen them talk to him, there's a quote of him saying, I still need to talk to my family and reassess everything. So I'm just like,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think he made a great decision. Um, at first, it was funny, like like watching him make the jokes. Like I mean, sorry, the jokes. Watching him make the faux pas and the missteps and like at first it was funny. Like I was laughing. I got a lot of jokes off of it. Like I thought it was hilarious, but it got to a point where it was like, yo, like this is the president of our country. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we can't be out here looking like this. The man was out here looking like Weekend at Bernie's. Like it's not. At some point, the man is old. Like at some point now, it's borderline elder abuse. Like the man doesn't need to be moving around like that. Like didn't he just get COVID again? Like type ish. Like it's like yo, like at some point, like yo, we were just talking about at what age do you get to sit down? Like we were just talking about that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
come on, like you did it already. Like I'm not. This is no Biden bashing. This ain't like I'm not even talking about like what you did as per your service. We're just saying you served. Like you know what I mean. You've been here for a minute, fam. Like it's okay to go sit down. Like it's okay. Like for real. Like you did it. Like you know what I mean. You did it already. You vice president to Barack. Like then you did you beat Trump. Like come on, man. Like you did it. Like go out on a high note. Like you know what I mean. Just like what I was gonna run, but my body won't let me do it. Nobody's gonna hold that against you. We all know it. Like is anybody gonna be like, oh you suck for bowing out? Like nobody's gonna hold this against him at all in his whole career. Matter of fact, we're gonna commend you for this for having
Some
the
people will, though.
really.
Yeah, some people want LeBron to still play, and some people want him to quit. Like, when
I
there's a
thought.
passion,
Mm,
you're going to ride it out for as long as you can, man. And
I ain't
not
gonna
giving
lie.
him an out, not saying he should. I'm
Sure.
just saying, again, the writing's been on the walls.
Facts.
His son's been going through who the fuck knows what. Might as well
Everything.
just chill and be with the family. Like you need to just take a season off. You ain't going to the playoffs this year. Just stick home, help
Take a
mom with the
season
mac
off.
and cheese. You know what I'm saying?
He says take a season off. You ain't going to playoffs this year. I feel it.
Yeah.
That's the best analogy in the world, bro. Just
That's
go
all you
put some
gotta
ice
do.
on that. Go get in the ice bath, man. Go on,
Go
just rest.
chill.
Yeah, go
You'll
on.
be at the recitals this year. You never
Mm,
get to go. Now you get
mm.
to be there. You get to,
Yeah.
you
Speaking of
know,
Tom Brady, like,
yeah.
yeah, like, go sit down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Tom, like, come on, man. It's time. It's time. Like,
Yeah, Tom took a little break and
yeah.
researching, and now he's gonna be on TV doing announcing. But he
Yeah,
had a
see?
plan. He took some time off,
Yep.
recalibrated. But um, I'll just say good on him for making the decision.
Right.
It's not. It's honestly, I don't know shit about him in that sense. Obviously, some way outside, but sounds like he needs a break. Sounds like his family's in shambles,
Like, I
and the
was,
best
yeah,
way to keep your family together is to be around each other and try to put the pieces together. So for that, I'm a
exactly.
salute. I hope they can get their family shit figured out.
Right.
Hope the son and all that can get his shit together, and you can help and be there. But um, good on you, man. People
Yeah.
getting shot out here while doing speeches, like
Right.
it's perfect time to get out in my eyes, man. So
For real.
good on you. I don't know much about JD Vance. That's just because I'm not. Again, I don't follow a lot of these things because all they do is talk and talk. I kind of really more pay attention when I know who their cabinet's going to be, who they're going to surround, who's the Secretary of State. When we
Mm.
start to get that, that's when I'm really starting to pay attention. Right
Right
now, I
on.
just don't because these are people in the front that are speaking on behalf of the team.
Mm.
The right tackle messed up, but you're still going to hear from Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Tom's still going to go up on the podium and tell you it was his bad. He didn't read the play. But we all know that
Facts.
right tackle,
Right.
he
Facts.
fucked up. And so that's the same with this. The cabinets and the people around them is what really makes the decisions and what matters. I don't think I've ever heard anything of Kamala making a decision or stepping in to do something that Biden didn't want to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hear anything about the second string
I haven't heard anything
killing
about
it.
Kamala in general.
So this is
Like,
my point. This is why the JD Vances, I'm like, cool, whatever. Like, the VP's the VP. You
right.
literally aren't going to play unless they're not playing. Like, unless the
Right.
starter's not playing, you are not playing at all.
Right.
Not like you even get the garbage time. You don't even get the garbage time.
None.
Like, y'all are blowing them out. 40 up, you still don't get to play, dog. so
Braun out
I
there
don't.
still shooting threes. You'll be like, yep. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
You get your minutes next year.
Don't worry about it.
Like
I'm on
so that's
fire
why
today.
I don't really trip on the vice president stuff.
Right.
Will More will be revealed. Obviously, this is just kind of new as well, but we'll see. We'll see how they work. From what you're saying, it sounds like he's another yes man, another Pence man.
Yep.
But what you're gonna do when it always revolves around the starter, and the starter does everything. But Biden dropping out is definitely a better topic.
Yeah.
Really more fresh. But salute to him for hopefully doing this decision for the right reasons. Not because he looks crazy, not because he can't handle the pressures, but because he wants to help get his family all
Right.
back. And if that's the main reason, then salute.
Salute. For sure. I was gonna say, that I like the fact that on the face of it, pretty much where you were coming from, if it was just on the face of like nothing that has to do with politics, so like strictly as somebody being that age with his family situation and everything like that. That's what I was looking at the face of. I didn't really think one way or the other about politics at first. Then when I did think about the politics part, then I mean, did you want to get into that part, the whole endorsing Kamala situation and thoughts? Because like I said, it just we really just got the news. What 5 minutes before we, like 15 minutes before we even turned on the before we turned on the cameras.
I
So
mean, my takes again is going to be short. I don't care about the vice president. I don't care about the vice president. I care about the cabinet. I care about who the Secretary of State's going to be,
okay,
who the Secretary of Treasury is going to be. Like that's when they start picking the team.
right, the team.
When I figure out who was on the team, then I'm gonna be paying attention. But if they just tell me like, okay, yeah, this is going to be their starter quarterback, all right.
No, my only question is though for this process because I don't think in history I've been alive to see this. The president elect bow out of yeah re running again.
Re-election.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen that. So So does that mean Kamala has to go pick a vice president now? Because she's and essentially going to be president. Like I don't.
No,
How
no,
does this
no.
work?
He's finishing his presidential term. He's not
Right.
going for a re-election. So she's going to be vice president until the re-election.
Right.
Now, this is where, again, this is above my pay grade, and who
Right.
knows, she can try to take the president's seat. She can also still slip back into the vice president spot and let someone else jump into the president spot. And this is where, again, it's all about the Democrat Party, what they want to do. I'm not a Democrat like that. I don't follow them. It's not like I follow them and I know what they're gonna do, but I don't know what is JD Vance. Like I don't across the board. I don't pay attention to that in that detail. So they can do whatever they want. It's a party thing.
If I see Gavin Newsom try to slide in here, I swear.
It's possible.
Well played. That's all I'm gonna say. Well played. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
possible.
Well played.
If I'm Kamala, I'm like, go ahead and take that spot, dog. We were gonna lose it anyways. I'm not losing my spot or my best shot. I'll do it on the next one. I'll go for the front seat on the next one. Who knows? Like this is what I'm saying. This is all political games
Yeah.
and maneuvers, and that's above my pay grade. But
Mm.
if Kamala want to like jump in the hot seat and be the president, cool. And if she wants to just be like, I'm gonna just take 4 years, get my shit together, and I'm gonna come back and be on the main ticket and get a whole thing, not being behind Biden, like run a whole campaign, actually being in front,
Mm.
setting shit up. I ain't mad at that either. But again, it's above my pay grade. This ain't with no team yet, so I don't give a fuck meters hitting because we way far from it. But yeah, man, this is where the party shit gets involved because they all have to support, they all have to pull their money together, they all have to pull their
Mm.
people together, right, to
Mm.
get whoever they pick. So that's why I'm like, it seems like it's even bigger than Kamala
Facts. Cause
to make this decision.
she pretty much got on the ticket. You know how she got on the ticket. We ain't gonna say. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah, I
so.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah. We like you said. You said it pretty much perfectly. It's above her pay grade as well. So
When because we all we do is vote for parties, either on the right or you're the left.
and
Like,
that's horrible.
yeah, we as we've said many times, we don't like that. We want
Yeah.
more
Can we get
options.
some gray? Can we? Like we got white or black. Can we get some gray, some green, some yellow,
Right?
some turquoise, like
Some
something.
blue gray,
Yeah,
red
something,
gray, like
something.
all the different grays.
Can we start introducing hues? Like, can we start introducing?
Right.
Can we?
Little tint here and there. But
God dang.
yeah, I
Oh,
wouldn't be surprised, man, if Kamala steps aside and just was like, you know what, this is a mess. I'm gonna
this,
regroup and get my shit together for 28 when we got the Olympics out here.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
this, like I said, I don't like. It's we don't have a sorry for the audience out there who's actually what I mean listening to us because like I said this just happened 15 minutes before we cut the cameras on.
Yeah.
We don't have no in depth like perspective on it like because like it's still fresh like I said I think it's good for Biden because I don't want to insult him but like I said as a country we were looking like Weekend at Bernie's. Um,
Mm.
Trump, you are looking like Trump. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that your name is a verb, like, you know what I mean, an adjective. So like that's horrible in itself. Um like I said, as a country, we need some help. Like we need to figure it out. So like I said, vote on things around you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like until the smoke clears, like, because we don't know anything. We'll be back next week with some more information about things, but about this. But yeah, it just happened 15 minutes ago. And like I said, I think it's good for Biden to do it, but as for the country, we don't know yet. So we'll let you know.
Yeah, this is election season. This talk ain't over, but
By far.
it's early and like I said, this is the season, so we're gonna be talking about this kind of shit in different ways and different views. But yeah, Biden dropping out. Salute if it's for the family. If it's not, then whatever. I don't know what else to say, man. I
It's
hope I,
whatever.
I hope you actually have some good bones in you still. But if it ain't, man, if it's on some bullshit, political shit, because you got pressured, then I can't salute that. But
All I
we
know
only gonna
is
know what we know.
all I know is that man outlived both my grandparents. He is eight. Yeah, he outlived both my grandparents. He has COVID right now again. Like yo, man. Like I don't even know if you're supposed to even be
That's what I'm saying. He got them good genes. His
like,
son's
bro, you
ruining it.
86 with
His son,
yeah,
his son should be doing some ill shit with them jeans.
yeah. Man, love that rock,
Right?
that rockabye baby. Yeah,
He
yeah,
should be doing a lot more with that.
yeah. He should be an Olympic athlete or something. Like, but yeah, like I said, prayers, healing energy to the Biden family. Jill Biden has been just what's the word?
Stand up.
Yeah, I was trying to find a better word than that. I was gonna try to find the way, like, try to find the word of like something that just goes with glamorous at the same time, like poised, like
Mm,
just just a
class.
classy. They're just class acts the whole way, like the whole presidency, like
Everything.
every time, like your son out here looking crazy, your husband out here looking crazy, like you know what I'm saying, and you out here just supportive, just class
Presidential
acts.
for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, for real. Just like I just want to say salute to all like the strong women behind the strong men because it always takes a strong woman behind a strong. There's always a strong woman. Always for any empire for that's why it always takes people going to that's why empires crumble and go to war over a woman. Like you know what I'm saying because they help build that thing and help maintain it and help run it and keep it. You know what I mean? Like without that woman, let's be real. Let's Jill's back there every night talking about baby, you got this. Baby, you got this. Whatever you do, I got you. Like, you know what I mean?
Right?
For years, decades. So
Decades.
shout out all the women out there that do that and make empires, build empires, you know what I mean? Maintain empires, help run empires, and smoothly transition empires to the children. You know what I'm saying? Like just shout out women, y'all do a lot, man.
Yeah, salute. Salute, yo.
Salute Jill Biden for sure. Yeah, people losing their job over the Trump commentary?
Yeah, man. I thought
Across the board. I thought I was reading that wrong. I thought it was gonna be like elected officials, like higher ups, like it was across the board. Like
yeah, man. Yeah. I
that's
thought it
that
was
blew me.
just the Tenacious D thing because I knew the other dude, Kyle, I think, who
Mm-hmm.
was in the band with Jack Black.
Mm.
He said some crazy stuff
Stop the
about.
whole tour. Yeah,
Yeah, he said some crazy stuff, and salute to Jack Black because
yeah,
I don't know
absolutely.
if he's a Democrat or Republican, but he just was like, "Yo, we done. We're not doing this tour. You need to apologize. We don't condone that. Like, if you agree with Trump or not, like, we don't condone
Facts.
that. We don't want to make this a joke, especially when people are almost getting killed. So,
Right.
salute to Jack Black. But initially, this kind of all kicked off from that Tenacious D, their band,
Mm.
um, their tour stopping because of things being said about Trump and yeah, like people been losing their jobs if they were on their own socials talking crazy about the assassination attempt, and
Mm.
it's a hot topic, yo. Like I had a I had a homie, you reached out to me on the side. It was like, oh, I was waiting for y'all to drop the Trump clip. I want to see what y'all got to say about this assassination. So shout out to the homie. But that just reiterates my point that as we build an audience, as we build this thing, BG, people want to look for our opinions, and we have to make sure it's done responsibly. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like we can have our jokes and we can play, but we also try to be very clear. Like we didn't want nobody to get killed. We
Facts.
don't want we don't want our country looking this easy to get over on,
Right.
etc. So um, we'll have our jokes and we're gonna have our moments, but
Right.
some of this stuff we take serious, and we ideally won't have these same kind of repercussions because we know our words have power. With an audience of two or an audience of 200,000, our words have power. And
Facts.
so, freedom of speech is always around, always allowed,
Right.
but freedom of consequence is always there. So,
Hello. I
you
like
got to
that.
know,
Smoked
you
it.
got to know freedom of consequence is just right there. So, you can say whatever you want,
Mm.
but there's still going to be consequence. But back to the story, some guy from Bellarmine University in
Mm.
Louisville, yeah, he was put on unpaid leave
Mm.
for a social media post.
Mm.
Um, some middle school facilitator in South Dakota.
Mm.
Yeah, so just know, put that shit on private if you're gonna actually try to wild out and be ridiculous. But Everyone don't need to see it. Um, Honestly, if you're not going to be a good comedian and make real good jokes about it, then you don't need to post it. Just keep it on the IRL when you see the homies at the cooler at work, or you're in a timeout in a huddle in a game, pickup game, whatever. Make your little joke, but you ain't got to post it and try to get likes and get your comedic game up that way. If especially if you're not at that tier, but yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Honestly, I was a little shocked to see. What'd you think when I brought this to the table?
I had hella questions. Like,
Yeah.
I had hella questions. I was like, yo, I got. I've never been the coworker who gave y'all motherfuckers my gram. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was never the coworker who gave my coworkers the socials. Like, so I was like, my question was like, yo, how did you even find the joke, like, in the first place? Like,
Oh, there's people that are looking for it.
that's
So
crazy.
that's what's crazy about today, and I try to be very careful with this.
That's crazy, man.
You could work somewhere and you don't give them your gram, but you might have customers who are so crazy they want to find out who T is that helped me on Wednesday
Right,
because it's good or because it's bad.
right.
They want to find you and get more into your life and obsess over you
Mm,
when it's like, why? Right?
right.
But yeah, man, I deal with that a lot. A lot of people on my day job would love to know my socials
Oh, wow.
just because they want to know more about who I am and what makes me tick and how they can maybe maneuver that to get what they want from me in my day job. And like
Wow, they
it's
definitely
it's
don't know you.
it's games. It's games. But so I just want to say sometimes it's not about you putting yourself out. It's there's
They
others out
find
there
you.
looking to
So,
get you or
okay.
find you.
Okay,
So
cool. So you answered that question. So
yeah.
they found it that way. And the see, my thing is, I didn't actually see the post. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
now I'm kind of
He took it down, but yeah.
yeah, I'm like, was it a meme of like something like really crazy? Was it like a joke? Like was I?
It was around the energy of like, damn, we almost got him, y'all. Like he got away. We almost got him.
Oh, yeah, you can't do
Like,
that.
damn,
Yeah, you
y'all.
can't. Yeah,
Like
you
we were
can't do that.
close.
Yeah, you can't do
A
that.
few more inches to the right.
Damn.
And
Oh yeah, you can't do
like it
that.
was one of those kind of vibes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
if you have a yeah, no, because no, because honestly, like me and you had an off mic conversation, and about the same subject, like why do certain people retract statements or they gotta let it be known about certain things, and it really did not make sense to me because I'm stuck in my thinking. Like I keep thinking about well, I think this way, so everybody else probably thinks this way. No, nope. I keep having to realize that everybody thinks differently. Like you know what I mean. So it was an eye opener for our off mic conversation, and I had to get it. Like there are people who take things literally. There are people who wholeheartedly believe things without doing any kind of research, or some people look at TV and take it as Bible facts. Like it's there's people out there, so like it makes sense.
Unfortunately.
Like like me personally, like I don't know, like when we heard about we talked about the Trump situation in the first, like we were like, yo, what was our take? Like we just heard about
Hope he's all right.
once
Looks like
again,
he's
like
cool.
yeah, I was gonna say once again, 5 minutes before we turned the cameras on, like you know what I'm saying, like we heard about it. The first thing we were like, yo, like this is an election, yo, like you should be like fearing for your life, like just to go win an election, fam. Like at the end of the day, we're still humans who have families, like. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you said this or did that, like, or he or Biden or forget this and doesn't do like you're still a human being with a family, like who, and this is their job, like you know what I mean. You shouldn't be getting shot at your job, like you know what I mean. Come on now, like it's crazy. Like that's our take. Like I don't understand how people are just like. Actually, that was my only take. And then we said we record we yeah, we said there's gonna be a lot of 50 Cent stuff going on. We saw that coming. Like that
Oh
took
yeah.
over there. That took out that. We were right about that too, by the way. We were right about that too. That
I
fifty
mean
cent
that's
thing.
automatic. We
That
see what they do for
yeah,
Martin Luther King's birthday. We already
yeah,
knew this is coming.
yeah,
So
for sure. So yeah, that took over. I seen Trump with the gold grills. I've seen Trump in every with the hair rollers. I've seen Trump with the bonnet. Yeah, he's got
Missing hot boy member. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
All
hot
that.
boy member, not Trump,
Yeah.
not Turk, but Trump. Like, wait, guys, like, oh no, not Turk. No, that's correct. No, that's
Not
disrespectful.
term.
Turk. I know. I'm trying to figure out how we do it. I'm trying to say
Term.
Turk. Turk.
Just switch the U and the R. Term.
Damn, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. But yeah, like at the end of the day, we here at Block Giants, like I said, we don't condone violence just for having an opinion or for just your way of life or how you feel. Like, like I personally don't agree with certain things, his political views. Do I feel like he should have moved 3 inches to the right? No. Like, what the, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that
And
was
one thing you did say that I think I stand on, we both stand on, this is a bad look for America
mm,
when that kind of shit happens.
right,
And that's the real shit. It don't matter what side, what group, what team, what color
right,
they on. Like none of that matters when
right,
it's just America looking like it's easy.
right,
We don't like that,
right,
and that's for me. That's where it's like
right. We
we,
looking
we
sweet out
stand.
here.
We stood on that the most.
Yeah, we
The
looking
most.
sweet out here though. I ain't gonna lie. Other
I might
countries,
have been wrong if the bullet hit or if it was glass. Cool, but there's nothing disparaging. There's no talking down. And again, our biggest thing that we were the most upset probably about was we looking like food.
yeah, yeah, straight up, sweet lit,
We don't like
sweet,
that.
sweet lit. Like
Sweet and low.
what? But my question is that we didn't really actually talk about the fact of do you think these people should have lost their jobs?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I said freedom of speech, but
Yeah,
not freedom of
real consequences.
consequence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
like yeah, you should be losing your job if you
mm,
wish homeboy wants to like he should have died or he should have been 4 inches to the right and the wind was better that day. It would have been whatever. Like
yeah.
nah, I don't.
I
You
remember
should be losing your job.
hypothesizing. He said the
Yeah, you
wind
should be
was better.
losing. You should be losing your job because again, people might look up to you if you're a school teacher. People might look up to you if you're a coach. People
Mm,
might look at you as a mentor if you're a
mm,
legal person and working in legal, whatever, right? Like
mm,
it's all connected, man. Like I don't. Yeah, you should be losing your job for that kind of. I think you should be getting repercussions for your social media
mm,
because all these companies want you to post on social media.
mm.
If you work at certain places, they'd be like, "Hey, hey, post it on your social. We need it." It's like, wait, I'm posting for y'all on mine. Like,
Wait, they
no,
want you to post, just be active on your own social,
yeah, but
or
then post the company stuff.
oh wow, no, no.
But this is a common ask in corporate America,
Mm,
which is a whole different talk. We'll have
right,
another day, but this is why I keep them very separate,
right.
very very separate. But because it's you can't ask me to promote and do all this, but then you're gonna monitor how I live my life. Like no.
Yeah,
I live
right.
my life. I post. This is my life. This is work. If you want me to have a work social media account, I'll have a work social media account, and I'll do whatever you want on that. But you're
Right.
not gonna get
Which is extra work,
my
and I need a
people.
bag for that as well.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna do all that on your time.
Right,
I'm not gonna.
exactly. Yeah, I need a
I'm
bag for
not
that as
gonna.
well. Honey paid.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be doing that on my time. But yeah, that's a thing, man. A lot of corporations they want you to post on social their new product, our new earbuds, our new this, our
Yeah, I'm
new
probably
that.
not gonna do that. I'm gonna have
No,
to.
no, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
That's what I'm
have to get
saying.
paid.
You know damn well and better, but a lot of people don't. And once you've already been doing that, like, hey y'all, we have a fun drive for my kids here. We're doing
Mm,
fundraising. You did these kind of posts, and all it takes is months later, you made this other post about homeboy should be to the right.
you're out of here.
Done so easy. You already mixed both pleasure and business. You know what I mean? You already did it.
Damn.
And a lot of people don't realize like you kind of already set yourself up by doing that,
Mm.
not realizing you need to keep them separate. But
Can you
yeah,
imagine? Can you imagine coming to work on Monday and they were like, "Excuse me, Jared, can I talk to you for a second?" You're like, "Oh, what? Okay."
right.
As soon as you get in there, boom, here comes the folder. So
Prints
yeah,
outs.
yeah. I'm like, why I got the folder? Why my name on that
Are you
folder?
at symbol
Yeah.
Jared 187 Bompton? Jared 187 Bompton. Is that you? Like a whole crazy
Like
thing.
you're already like, well, yeah, Yeah, you made the comment this, and I quote. You're like, "Ah."
And I quote, and they give the signal to the dude to get the box to get your shit out while you're
No,
in that
no, no.
room.
While you're already in the office, dude's
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Dude's already over there with the shit. Like,
Given the as soon as that folder open, they
yeah,
know. Oh, the
that's
box.
crazy. Getting escorted out of your office for a Trump comment is wild work. Like that. But hey, but you're right though.
Hey,
Like,
that's karma.
I
Shit.
I fully agree with you though. Like when you say though, there is freedom of speech, but there's no such thing as freedom of consequences. Um, excuse me. And that is something that I feel that is missing in society nowadays as a whole. Um, the entitlement in general of people in society. We spoke about this last week. We are going to continue to speak about it because I don't know what it is. People just, like I said, it's one thing when, 'cause like I said back in the day, it's one thing when you would commit crimes. Like it was the game cops and robbers. Like they had their job, you had your job. Like at the end of the day, you knew what it was. Like you got caught, you're like, damn, you won. Like you understand that's the game. Like you know what I mean. Now it's like people are getting caught. They're like, yo, why are you touching me? Why are you grabbing me? Leave me alone. Oh, this? I literally saw somebody literally get caught shoplifting at a Walmart, and she walked out the store, and the dude said, "Come back to the store with me." An actual officer, come back to the store with me. Look, man, I can't believe you really upset about that. Look, why don't you just take your little stuff back, and I'll take my stuff and just leave. I don't know what your problem is.
Like, since you caught me here,
Yeah,
take it
that's
back.
literally what they said. Like, and had an attitude. Take y'all little. She said, take y'all little shit back. Like, like she was returning it, like like with a receipt. Like she, oh, okay, fine, then take y'all little shit back then and give me my shit.
That
And
shit.
I'm
So I gotta go home.
wait, what? Of course she got arrested, but just the end.
Yeah,
I've never seen the entire. I was like, yo,
it's crazy.
smart people would run. Smart people would try to get out the situation, not belittle the arresting officer for trying. I don't,
In the merchandise you're trying to take.
oh, you talking about this little shit? Ah,
Oh, that's no shit. Psh, it's not even my size.
I was like, what way? Like you know,
But you was about to risk it all for it.
you was risking it all. You did risk it all, and you lost. Like I don't get it. But like I said, the entitlement nowadays, I just don't understand. Like people really feel like they. I just don't get it. The entitlement. I just don't understand it. Like it's just over my head completely. I'm not gonna stay on this road with it too much longer. But I thought it was a good segue because this is our one and only hip hop topic that we have. The what's it called Rollo. Are you familiar with the rapper Rollo?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Which is why when I got that message, I was like, "Word, I don't even know who this is." Like,
That's why I thought it was so amazing when you did it. I was like, yo, I was like, man, I need to sleep more at night. Oh, that's crazy. You ever been awake so long that your dreams actually blur with reality? I think I was up like 30 hours straight. It was crazy. It was crazy.
nah. Last time I did that, I crashed my car, so I don't do that
Oh
no more.
shit. I'm glad I was at home. What shit.
I
Um,
get my sleep.
yeah, that was insane. But nah, but this was just interesting. So let me give for our general fans out there, or anybody who's a hip hop head who doesn't know who Rollo is. If you're a hip hop head, everybody knows who Rollo is. But Rollo is a young artist, former Gucci Man artist, obviously.
Okay.
So now we know the
From
rabbit
the
hole we're
south,
going down. Yep, from Atlanta.
Southern America. Okay.
Um, one of those people who just really had the street story, like um, sold a lot of drugs, like a lot of drugs, like and a snowfall amount of drugs, like um, had his whole neighborhood on lock. Like I'm talking about not the neighborhood, like the projects. Like
Hmm.
he employed everybody, and like I'm talking about making millions of dollars, like a month, like really like money Mitch. Um,
Jeezy style.
yeah, pretty much. More nah, he made Jesus. Jesus look up at him pretty much, like especially at a young age too. I think he was like 18, 19. He got I think Trap. What was his name? Shorty Low. Shorty Low passed. He
Mm-hmm.
bought Ferraris for all four of his children. Right, like he's really just doing his thing. But anyway, started rapping. Was doing good. Some albums that was making noise. All right, cool. Did 2 years. Did two. No, sorry. Did 2 years. Sorry, two mixtapes. I'm sorry.
After.
No, sorry, did two mixtapes. I'm sorry. Then got arrested
Okay.
for obviously everything I just said previously. You know what I mean? Ended up doing about 5 years, something like that. Made a deal with the feds. There's a I don't know. There's a little rumor going around that he might have told to get a little less time. I don't
Hmm.
know. I'm not here for that part. I'm only here for one part in specific about him and his whole career and everything. He actually had an interview that just dropped, I want to say yesterday, and he is a street legend. He is idolized by every street dude, almost every rapper. You hear Future talk about him in songs. Got that real dog food like a Rollo. Like you hear everybody
Hmm.
talks about like you know what I mean. So like it's crazy. So to hear this interview and him disparaging the youth was wild on the face of it. So he pretty much told the interviewer in a hypothetical situation that he was in where there was a gun in the car. He's got a he's got a record. Another person has a record, and a juvenile in the car doesn't have a record. He says it makes all the sense for the juvenile to go ahead and take that gun and say it's his charge because if I take the gun charge, even though it's my gun, they gonna give me like 5 to 10 years for this. So it doesn't make sense for me to get that 5 to 10 when the youngster can just grab that gun right there and he'll probably get like 18 months and then be home in 9 months. Like, so that's what makes more sense. Like, so you're supposed to go take that. And I was looking at that interview and I said, you sound insane. Did you just tell a youngster, hey, I got a criminal record, my life's over, get one too?
Yeah.
I, like that was the old. I didn't have OGs like this when I did not have OGs. So that's why this whole thing is said you can be corny with money. Like that's why I wanted to say that because the youth being steered by money nowadays and not principles is wild. Like just because you got the money doesn't make you the most sturdiest. Like sometimes you remember that movie Paid in Full?
Hmm.
Remember when he worked at the cleaners?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The owner of the cleaners was a stand up dude.
Hmm.
Didn't have all the flashy cars, but he stood on business morals and principles. He saw a little piece of whatever that substance was. He said, "Man, you can't do that in here. Like, I still want to work with you. You can still work here. Just get rid of that." But Ace chose to leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of person you want to be with principles and morals. Like, look, I'm still gonna rock with you. You can make mistakes, but I'm gonna rock with you and help you do the right thing. There is no way. Like, I never grew up in a situation where I've been in situations where there was a situation in the car and an OG was like, "That's mine." Like, because it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, it is. Like, and the crazy part is, but I've also been in situations where I've seen somebody put the situation underneath the driver's seat because they know whoever's driving, they own the vehicle that's automatically theirs. I've seen that situation too. Like,
Hmm.
and that's a dirty situation. But that's when you're being duplicitous and underhanded. This
Hmm.
dude, Rollo, is go over here telling the youth, yo, take this charge for me so you can be a felon not allowed to have a firearm. And people the youth don't understand that your record is more precious than you can ever imagine. You have no idea one small choice can have ramifications on so many aspects of your life with just this one choice. Um, let's just take hypothetically that one particular situation. Okay,
Okay.
17. Took the gun charge for the homie. Let's say even Rollo even gave him $50,000, like for that whole 9 months he got to do. Bless your family. Here you go, 50,000. Like, all right, cool. Now you are 17. You got 9 months. You're home from actually you go to CYA, so you go to youth authority. So now it's like the juvenile penitentiary. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So now your age process, you're learning a little steered off. You're not at school anymore. You're in big boy jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're learning a whole bunch of other skills. Anyway, you come home and now you have a felony as an adult. Can't get a job. Didn't graduate. Can't get a job. Maybe got your GED. So now you got a GED, a felony, and a prison record. What? I'm sorry, but Stanford is not checking those on the admissions list. I'm sorry, but Apple is not hiring those people. Amazon is giving you a side eye. Uber is not picking up your phone calls. I'm trying to tell you, like DoorDash is laughing in your face. Like I'm trying to tell you, like it's horrible. Like so now you are forced in a position at 18 and a half years old to find a way to and the crazy part is 18-year-olds don't even know about getting their record expunged. They don't even know the time process or things like that. They're just gonna get hit with adversity. I can't get a job. I can't work here. It's hard for me to buy get an apartment. You can't even get certain apartments if you have a record. Like you know what I mean? Like your your options of being a human being in society have been cut off tremendously from this one decision. So let's be real. 50,000. We were talking about how 2 million ain't enough to sit down. 50 is not enough to throw away your future options for happiness in life. Sorry, like, and who knows if he even gave you the 50? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? So we were just being generous on his generosity. Like, so what I was trying to say is like I saw this and I said this is the new OGs because I remember we were having a conversation about the new OGs a few months back, and we were trying to say who are they? So found one, and this is the narrative they're pushing the youth now. They're like, "Yo, take this charge from me. Be part of the team." Uh, and I just want to just tell the youth out there that is the opposite of what being an OG is. An OG is going to sacrifice himself or his situation to make sure that the future of the community has a chance to be better than what he is. That's what an OG was. At least it's supposed to be. OGs was a thing like the Native American culture, like the elders. Like
Hmm.
in every culture, they had an elder who was the one that was just the smart one who would teach you right from wrong when your parents missed things. Or that's what an OG was. All this, I got money now and I wear the flyest clothes. That means my opinion is valuable and you should listen to everything I say is ludicrous and stupid on the face of it. And the youth are blinded by the money, the Ferragamo, the whatever, the big bell bottom pants, the Calabasas jeans, that's what they're called. The Calabasas jeans, the whatever. Like, I mean, that doesn't give you any kind of morals and integrity. So that's why the title of this is You Can Be Corny and Have Money. So I just wanted to just go ahead and put that out. I damn near should have did an ISO. But
Nah.
but that was that really hit me kind of hard, like because I wouldn't be here right now doing a pod with you if I didn't have the right OG to say, hey, that's dumb. Don't do that. Hey, this will get you 20. Hey, don't do that. Like, if I didn't have that, if I had an OG talking about, take this charge from me, you'll be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, my life would have went on a very different path. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, just want to say to the youth out there, man, like, if it smell funny, it probably is. Like you know what I mean. If the OG is telling you, yo, leave your family and women and go and voluntarily sign up to go watch somebody poop next to you for the next 9 months, like, and if that sounds like something you want to do, then listen. But if you realize you ain't did nothing, I can't even imagine that being a grown man nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like me being in the car with somebody. First off, I wouldn't even let nobody in my car. Like, like we got rules and stipulations like already. But you have to go to some ish to know some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't go through those situations, I wouldn't be damn near pat checking niggas before they get in my car. Come over there.
Exactly.
I know. I believe you. I believe you. I'm just, checking ain't cheating. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
mean, like, I believe you though. Like, like, I'm telling them why, how
I
much I believe in while I'm checking. I believe you.
Exactly. Like I believe, but I hate surprises, so I'm just
Yeah,
check.
But yeah, like I said though, like here at BGP, we really care about the youth of our community, and like I said, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be doing my job as an elder or an older statesman. I want to call myself if I wasn't at least giving that message to the youth as well. Like, use your mind. If it don't seem right, it's probably not. And you also have to look at the face of it. Why is an older gentleman trying to hang out with yo ass anyway? Like, because back in the day, we used to see the OG around the neighborhood. Like now, like the OG's hanging out with y'all. Like, like what's going on? He's like, you know what I mean? It's different. Like this different. It looks different. It's obvious. Like, you know what I mean? The results are obvious. Like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, here, if you are a youngster right now and you heard this, man, hopefully that reached out. Like, sorry, hopefully that hit you. You know what I mean? That was pretty much what I had on that.
Yeah, I would like to say that we grew up on the old code. I feel we still adhere to the old code.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know what the old code is, I'll just say it here. It's not self preservation, which is what Rollo was doing.
Mm,
Rollo was on some self preservation. He's doing short math.
mm,
Okay, 15 years for me, 7 for Homeboy, 9 months for you. He's just doing quick, simple math.
right,
But the code that we grew up on is who has the biggest opportunity, you shield.
right.
If Jamal's over here and he's actually has a chance to get a scholarship, we don't let him get in the gang.
Mm-hmm.
We don't let him kick it with us.
Right,
We might let him have a beer at the party. Maybe.
right.
This is the code we grew up on.
Yep.
If so and so is smart, we might ask him to help us do a lick in terms of like plotting it, but he ain't coming along. He ain't allowed to be around.
He don't even know
I
who
know
involved.
I know who his mom is. I
Right.
say hi to his mom when I see her every Monday. Like this is the code we grew up on.
Facts.
And I know that's getting diluted because it's easier to get these messages quicker on the phone from people you don't know who aren't in your neighborhood,
Right.
who are on self-preservation.
Right.
Rollo's been through what he's been through in and out of jail. It makes sense. When you go to jail, you get into self-preservation mode.
Facts.
Kind of change.
Facts.
So I'm not mad at his view because I understand where it comes from, but that's not the code we abide by. That's not the code that we grew up on. That's not the code that we live by. And I just want to make sure we mention that because there is a code and there is a standard and there is something we do believe that we have learned from the street, the culture that has value and actually does propel us and our community to try to move forward
Talk about it.
and let Frank get this baseball scholarship and let Venus and Serena play tennis in the street. Like these are the codes that helped make these people successful and give back to the community. Now Serena's back making tennis courts in Compton, in
Hello.
Watts. Like you just got to make sure we're getting back to that. But like T said, if you can, man, spot out if you can tell if this is self-preservation or if this is actually, I'm gonna just say the golden rule. Because to me, that's a golden rule. That was a New York thing. It was an LA thing. It didn't matter to me. I've never heard one hood that never really had that. Atlanta,
Yep.
Florida,
New York.
Texas, everybody,
Everywhere.
everybody abided by that. Like you help homeboy get in. He
Yep.
can't get in the gang. Yo, once we rob, we're gonna get him tennis shoes because he needs new kicks for the thing. Y'all gonna put in $5 because we need to get homeboy shoes because he's balling and he's gonna be in the tournament. Yeah, we can't go to the games. We're banned because we had a fight at their school, but it don't matter.
Right.
Tommy's over here balling. We want this dude out. He's gonna have us in his videos. He's gonna bring us whatever. Like I just want to make sure that's mentioned and not lost because this dude is just having his self-preservation moment. And like I said, I get it, but I don't co-sign. I don't like it, but I just want us to get back to that golden rule, that golden hood rule, man.
Right. I don't want to put too much light on somebody else's show, but there's another podcast that I do. I just recently started watching. It's a basketball-oriented podcast, but I've actually noticed a lot of those basketball players, though, like I want to say from the age, our age, no, I want to say about 25 to our age, maybe 30 to our age. I want to say about 50 to 60% of them all have a story about how they would try to go cut up in the hood, but they always had an OG be like, no, you're supposed to be next. Take your ass home. Like you know what I'm saying? It was always like I was at the party cutting up and then also three of my friends jumped in because like they knew if I got hurt, I couldn't play on Saturday. So they jumped dude and it was always like hella stories like about how it was the community that helped them get here. It's never like some, I mean, there's some players that like I grew up in the mansion. I practiced blah blah blah. I went to the schools. I did this and went straight there. But a lot of basketball players come from the environments that we're talking about, and they had that home. Like, and I thought it was so interesting because I totally forgot about. about like we know the big names like Serena and Venus. They came back and did that, but there's a lot of people that just don't get the recognition. Like they do stuff for their community on a day to day basis, like because they came from that and that's what happened to them. They had that whole push to make it there, and they do that. Unsung heroes that nobody talks about at all. But I just thought it was interesting because I was watching that pod the other day, and I was like, yo, that's like like coming from where we come from, that that happens, but it's like
You heard the story.
yeah, like we're not usually on that side of the story. Like we're on the other side. Like what I mean, we're the
Exactly.
one doing the helping. Like what I'm saying. Like so just to hear like how it's impacted a lot of players, and they even were speaking about it, and how like what I mean, it impacted them. They were talking about how like
They
yo
never forget. They
never
never
like,
forget.
and that to me was big. Like because that goes to show that it works when you look out for people. They look out for the community itself. Maybe and the best part is like say like hypothetically, I would have helped some basketball player like make it. Boom, he comes back to the neighborhood, builds those gyms in the community. Now my child has a gym to go to, like what I mean, and maybe he might play basketball. Like that's how it works. Like what I mean, like
He might play basketball. He's gonna be a coach there. Now he has a job.
exactly something like anything like. But now that's there because of the goodness that you did for somebody else, like paying, and then that person's paying it forward. That's actually what we also spoke about. I want to say the paying forward. I think a few pods ago about how about how vibe is shared, energy is shared, it's kinetic, it gets transferred, and it always comes back full circle, and it just depends on what kind of energy you're putting out. Is it positive or negative? But because either way, it's coming back. Like, so I just thought that was amazing to see that on as far as the other side of the
the other side,
perspective.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hearing them speak about how
right,
they're protected and,
right.
and treasured.
That
Yeah,
was that was
yeah,
that was peace. I like that.
yeah. That's dope, man. That's what I mean. Like, I mean, I moved a lot growing up, and there was moments when they were just like, "Oh, he's one. Like, I'm protected." And then I go to another hood because I moved again. I'm the one looking at homeboy. Like, we need to make sure he don't get jumped. And like, it might. And I'm just saying that to say that your role might change. You might move, and
Yeah,
you might be the one that they're looking out for.
yeah,
But then you move, and you're over here, and homeboy Jackson is just maybe nicer at you at football. Now you got to protect him. Like
yeah.
it's all about protecting the best asset for each community and each village, right?
Right.
The potential of each village is what matters the most.
Facts.
And I don't know if that's just some cultural, spiritual shit as Black people we've just always had and endured, but it's getting lost. And I'm glad we're taking this moment to kind of just shoot that flare up and let people know like that shit's still real. We still believe in it, and we want that message to be most heard more than what this dude is doing
Right.
because he got money.
Exactly. And that's another reason why I want to say I generally love our pod because when I feel like people do they can be surprised by the topics. Like I would think that like a person who's not familiar with our pod would probably see like a Rollo topic right here. BGP discussed the Rollo interview. Their mind is gonna be thinking something completely different. Like they're probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Rollo's this and this and this." Like we're not talking about Rollo at all. We're talking about like what I mean. We're talking about
If
like
anything, we understand he's in
yeah,
self-preservation mode. He's
exactly,
been in jail, but
exactly,
let's put
like
that aside. That's not good for us
exactly,
as Black people.
right. Like so that's why I say I love this because like a lot of topics like we hit it with a perspective that it's not just the whole cookie cut like clickbaity like oh, okay let's talk about and glaze this person real quick and just make sure that I mean no we're talking about real stuff that really is affecting the community. If you click the video and you stayed and watched it we appreciate it, but if this ain't your cup of tea then hey see you on the next topic. I can see you on the next topic.
See you on the next one.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
Internet ain't
but
going nowhere,
yep
and we
neither
dropping these gems and we putting this here, so it's there forever too.
for
So
sure. We want everybody in the community to build their own Infinity Gauntlet Stone, whatever that thing was called. You feel me? Get a gem, put it in there. If this gem wasn't for you, that's all right. We got a lot more coming for you. We got a lot more. I don't know
we
if you
got one
see.
outfit.
I don't know if you've seen that Loki TV show, but do you remember when they finally captured and they opened that drawer? Whole bunch of gems in there. Don't worry about it. Whole bunch of gems. Don't worry about it. Now, if I don't know, if that was a good TV segue. I don't know, man. That was a good TV segue, man.
That was pretty cool. That was
I
pretty
like
cool.
that. I like that. I was off the cuff with it too. I like that, man. And my man seen the boys. I'm finally happy. My man finally caught up.
Hey, I caught up right in time for the finale.
I know that was interesting too. And
That was the plan.
that you
That
know
was
what's crazy too? I text you right, and I said, "It's the finale." That man said, "I didn't say that." I said, oh, okay, bet. I went to sleep. Woke up the next day, turned it on. I'm like, it is the finale. This man was playing. It's like this man playing with me.
No, you was like, the finale's out right now? And I said, I didn't say that. Not right now. I just was like, yo, it's dropping. Like the
Uh,
date.
oh shit. Well, like I said, I woke up the next day, turned it on, it was on.
Oh, yeah.
So I was happy. Oh, thoughts?
Still not my favorite season. They
Mm,
did definitely leave a lot of the good stuff for the finale to try to push us into the last season. But
mm.
season wise, not my favorite. I wish they sprinkled more of this backstory throughout other things and parts, but
Mm.
um, this whole season was very reflective. And what did what was I thinking before? Like, it's just a lot of backstory all at the same time for a lot of people, and I'd rather it have been a little paced better. Like,
Mm.
give me two in this season, give me two in this, give me four in this season, give me three, but to do
All of
every everybody
yep.
backstory to just
Kimiko, the
Kamiko,
Frenchie,
A Train, a little
yeah,
Frenchie,
yeah,
like to give me everybody.
that was crazy.
I was like, yo, I'm kind of
Even MM, they even
yeah.
yeah.
Like I'm kind of like I don't like we. I know the end's coming, man. Like I don't want to look back right now.
Right.
You're forcing me to look back, but um, yeah. So that's my take on the whole season, and of course, finale. Um, Wild and crazy as we expect, but interesting. And I stayed for the little mid credit, so I got to see SB Soldier
Mm,
Boy. Tell him. I don't know if you
mm.
stayed for the credits to
I
see
didn't.
that. But,
I didn't.
yeah. I
Cut it
actually
off.
just left it
Oh,
playing, and I didn't even know that was happening. And then it just stopped. The credits stopped. I was like, "What? Oh, they did it in the Marvel thing."
I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. I actually was so upset by the season finale. I stopped it midway and walked off. I was
Ooh.
thoroughly upset. But
So not a fan of the season and the season finale. Worst season of The Boys to you?
yeah, it's yeah.
It is for
It
me.
was hard for me. It was hard for them. I didn't think they could get worse than bringing Soldier Boy back. I didn't. I didn't like last season when they that was horrible. But this whole you know it's crazy too because I get a staunch reminder every time. Do you know the guy running for president? What's the guy's? The old guy, whatever.
Singer from the show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was Bobby Singer on Supernatural too. Like, like that was his actual name and character on Supernatural. So
I try to.
every time I see him, right, I get the reminder of what they're doing on like how they do Supernatural. Like I'm like every time I see them, oh yeah, they're gonna just fucking slow fuck us this whole season. That's right. They're gonna just backstory us to death. All right, cool. Like, all right. Every time I see him, and he says the same phrase, balls or bullocks. He says it every show. Every show. Like I'm like, oh yeah, because remember I told you we had that whole conversation how like Supernatural they always do the 3 episodes where they're gonna, but they did a whole season of backstory, man. Like, and I ain't gonna hold
Crazy.
you, like it wasn't it. Um, my
No.
my favorite thing is I wish they would have came out with that A Train movie with Will Ferrell.
I love that Will Ferrell was himself. That was great.
Right,
That was great. That was really good.
that movie looked like it was gonna be fire. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to see.
I was like, yo, if they actually make Will Ferrell try to be not Will Ferrell, I'm gonna be pissed. And
Right,
then they showed the thing. I was like, all right, thank God.
that was fire though. Like it was funny too because when I first saw it, like you ever have one of those moments in real life where like something will just be so blatantly racist, you'll just be like, you'll look around like, did you see that too? Like,
Like, yeah, was anyone else catching this?
it's funny, but it's funny when you do that when you're by yourself though. Like, I saw the preview for that A Train shit. I said, yo, they can't be serious, and they let it rock for like 3 4 episodes too. That's why I was like, yo, they're doing this.
Right?
That was I was
Had to
more
come
focused.
up and speak.
Yeah, I was more focused on that part of the whole season than anything else. I was like, yo, are they gonna push this movie, man? I didn't care about no part of the storyline at all. Like I was like, what, bruh sick? All right, bet. He might have powers. Cool. I don't know. Whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they drop this A Train movie, Black Twitter is going to fucking eat them alive, fam. Like, I was waiting.
100%.
I was waiting.
And I was gonna watch it. I was ready to
I was,
watch it.
well, I was, bro. I was getting the popcorn ready, bro. Oh man, I was so happy to see that. I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden they came out with that. We do not support racism. I was like, oh, they finally got it. We do not condone racism in any form or fashion. I was like, oh yeah. Yo, what's up, my man? What's up, my man? Though, what's up, my man? And the octopus, though.
Oh, deep?
Yeah, what's
The
up?
deep?
What's up, my man? And the octopus, though.
I don't know, man. It's just weird.
That the whole show. I'm saying like the quirky stuff. I had to go find the funny shit to make me watch the show because the storyline itself was trash. Like I ain't gonna lie, they brought my man from Walking Dead in there. That's my man's. To be the antagonist or whatever. Um, for what's his name? Pusher, Reacher,
Oh, Butcher?
Butcher. That's what Pusher.
I know you're talking about. You're talking about the Negan guy?
Yeah, yeah, they brought Negan in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know whatever.
Legend.
Yeah, however, man, give him a role. Give him that role in any TV show. He plays that. Like him and John Hamm. Like when they got that role, like they can just play that role. Like you know what I mean? Like don't make him be nothing else but that. Like how you see John Hamm in Mad Men? Let him be that dude every time you cast him in something. Like he got that down.
Right.
Like when you see that dude like Negan, that attitude, all that whole sneering to the side face shit he be doing when he be talking to people and shit. yeah, just do that every time, bro. Like when I heard that he was like a figment of his imagination, I was like, I don't care. Bring him back. Transform into that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Bring that nigga. Let him walk around. You just die and let him walk around. Like I don't care, bro. Like that's that dude. Like yeah. I didn't see what's up with the powers. Like I don't understand what he got going. Do he still got some V left in the system or something that just kicks in or something?
Yeah.
That's all it
It's
is.
killing him. He's a time bomb.
No, I'm saying. Remember when the stretchy nigga was trying to like choke him to death or some shit, and he like blacked
Yeah.
out, and then he just like blew the dude up or some shit or some shit.
Yeah.
Did I just say or some shit twice? That was crazy. That was a horrible
Yeah, he
exercise
killed
of
him.
vernacular. But I'm saying though, but like it's because it's just the V that's in his system that's giving the cancer. That's like giving some sort of like latent power, like it's activated real
Oh
quick.
yeah. They
Um,
definitely got powers from it, but you should finish the finale
okay.
because then you'll see what Butcher did. You'll know what he did.
Oh, okay, cool. Because we never. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We didn't know. Because I was.
Yeah.
I was upset. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch it because,
Just
like I
that's
said,
what I'm saying. The finale's better than the whole series, but it's not making it up like to like make it save. It's not going to save it, but they explain a lot of that stuff.
so they did 8 episodes of backstory and then did one quick hurry up episode to explain it all. Oh, okay, that's dope. Fail.
Yeah,
Sight. That's a fail. That's what.
it's bad.
Come on, Eric. You got to do better than this, Eric. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's bad.
Come on, Eric.
It's
Come on,
bad.
Eric. You gotta
Bring
come on.
in
Yeah, I don't like that.
Super Sage at the or was there Super Sage or whatever, Sister Sage at the end. It'll be like, this was my plan all along.
Oh, don't do that.
Please,
All right, cool. All right.
don't do that with the black lady. Don't let the black lady do that.
I actually
Don't
like
get
the
on board
fact.
with the
Wait,
black lady.
Can you kill her?
Yes, but you can't shoot her in the brain.
Oh, so you can kill her any other way. Oh, okay.
Because remember, like when her brain gets punctured or hit,
She gets
it
dumb and
resets,
she likes to.
she has to relearn it again
Yeah.
and build it back up. So her brain, pretty much, as long as you can cut her head off,
Oh, okay. Slit her wrist.
slit her wrist, drown her.
Oh, okay.
I
So,
mean, there's ways, but
can you imagine like your mind just being so overwhelmed? You're like, I just want to just a lobotomy for like a few minutes so I can just be like y'all.
right,
You're like, I just want to be like y'all for a minute.
right. Put the screwdriver in my head.
Yeah. He was like, for real? Like, for real, for real? That shit was funny. Did you get a chance? Oh yeah, so season 4, I gotta watch it. Now that we talked about that being Dennis Quaid's son, I can't unsee it. Like, I actually literally like put a picture up, like, and I'm like, you got the same smile and everything as dad. Like, you look dead on your dad, bro. That's bad. Like, for sure. So, but like, great acting. I like. It's crazy. I like the characters. It's like
Yeah,
if the
exactly.
writing was anything else, like you know, it's the writing that killed the show. Like every character was doing what they had to do. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Kimiko or Medico, Kimiko, right?
Kamiko.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna get the virus. I ain't gonna lie.
You
I
thought she was gonna what?
get the virus, but they cut her leg off in time.
Oh,
I didn't
oh
think they
yeah,
were gonna
yeah,
make it.
yeah,
I was like, that's dope.
yeah.
They played that off like dope. Like everything, like how Frenchie got to go turn herself in. Like they're good actors. Like it's just the script was trash. Like and even how they even got Frenchie out of jail. Like you know what I mean? Even that was trash. He just walks in. They're like, oh yeah, called in a favor. Like could we at least see you make the phone call, fam, or him even being let out the jail? Like you know what I mean? Like him getting his like nothing. Like he just walked in the building. Like oh come on, man. That was lazy. That was lazy.
Right,
That was lazy.
right.
Just that's why I was
And
like,
what's her name?
hmm?
Sparkle or what's her name? Sparkplug.
Oh, spark
She
plug.
just makes whatever fucking with just she makes sparks. That's it. She don't like do nothing.
She breastfeeds.
Okay. Besides that, like
She can take
she
a
ain't got
punch.
no. Obviously, that's why I'm like, yo, this is all she got. Okay, like word.
I ain't gonna
We
lie.
got
The seven looking
talking
real
black
bad.
noir, and we got her.
Talking black and
Like
white.
this is horrible. This is horrible. Though.
I'm still trying to figure out Noir's powers because he's not the comic book Noir. So like, and then they just recently ran and grabbed this random black dude, and they just grabbed a black dude. Like, do you have to be a
No,
black dude
no,
to be Noir?
he's been the same black dude, but he just gets to talk now. Which I'm like,
No, because he got fed up. He was sick of standing there. Remember, he was like, "Yo, I'm sick of standing there. All this look sullen and shit." Like, he's all complaining about Black Noir's rooms. Like, that nigga don't even have shit in his room. He just sits there like, it was boring. Like, he don't do shit. He's hella fed up. If that's not some black shit I've ever, that's some black shit if I've ever seen it. So
he's
I gotta
always
sit here
been
and be
that
quiet
dude,
for like 6 months, nigga. This is boring, nigga. Like, I need to turn up.
right? It's horrible.
Like, this shit's crazy. Like, it's so racist on so many levels.
100%. 100%.
So anyway, they never introduced who that dude was pretending to be Noir. So I don't know what his powers are.
Yeah, they only show a brief moment of it in the fight.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, blood bulletproof. All right, cool. That was like, that's what's up. He don't need it. Like, that's all I got. Like, I was like, okay. So, and how does Homelander not know that's not Black Noir? Wait, yes he does. True. That's right. Well, you killed him.
But still, yeah, yeah. It's still like, yeah, it's just, I don't know.
The writing is bad. They really should have did the comic book like you said. Like if they would have just made Black Noir how it was in the comic, then it would have been the great ending they needed. They didn't have to make up to. Was Soldier Boy in the comic book?
Yes.
Okay. Was he as much of a threat as he is? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to read the comic book. I know they got the big stack. I mean, the big
Yeah.
book.
They just, I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel like they just rested on their laurels because it's the penultimate, and then they're waiting for the finale. So, whatever. We got one more season to go. They're probably gonna finally go all out and give us what we really need and want.
Season one shit.
Yep.
Mm,
But
it's too late. It's over. So
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like they definitely, to me, this season made them lose best superhero show.
Facts.
Like they're used to me have it in there, be like top 3, but no, this whole season ruined it for me.
Right. And we had to watch because we need the backstory.
Oh, I'm
Like we
obviously
have to, yeah, we have to watch. Like, but it was painful to watch. Like, it wasn't. I was watching the
super
whole
painful.
time, wondering like, why couldn't I just like be watching Gen V or Gen Z?
Gen V.
Yeah, Gen V. Yeah, I was like, yo, this is not it. Actually, you know what's crazy too? Watching this show, I actually found this other YouTube channel. It's interesting. It's this guy. He compares Homelander to like all these other superheroes. It says why Homelander versus such and such will never, or such and such will never have a chance. Like, so
Oh yeah, yeah.
so they had one Homelander versus Superman because obviously he's got the comparisons, of course, and they were just like pretty much breaking down the fact that Superman would pretty much wear Homelander out like a new outfit, like like there's nothing that Homelander don't got nothing on Superman. Like I'll be like, yo, like so then it starts making me question like the other heroes, like in the Gen, I'm sorry, in the boys. I'm like, maybe they're
Mhm.
not really that strong. Homelander's over here just the strongest, I guess. Like, but let's be real, Homelander ain't picked up no buildings. Like, like remember when
Nah.
now remember when Homelander was on the plane with Maeve and he made her get off
Hmm.
and shit. Superman would have just brought the plane down. Like Homelander said he can't bring the plane down. Remember, he's like, I can't bring it down. Like
Yeah.
it's too, like I can't do it. Like, oh okay, well, so how strong are you? Like Homelander, you ain't Superman like I thought.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
just saying, he got a better suit, but like,
Yeah, definitely got a better costume.
that's about it.
For
Like,
sure.
but yeah, that's all I had about. I guess I gotta go watch the finale. We'll speak about it when we come back. Did you get a chance to see Supacell?
I did. I finished it up.
Mm. Thoughts?
I'm gonna give it one blunt.
Really? That's why I was with it.
I'm gonna give
Expound.
it one blunt.
Why one?
All right. So having a grandma that had sickle cell and died from it,
Mm.
the story definitely hit me. I
Mm.
was attached. I wanted to really love it, but a lot of it just gave me CW vibes. Like the acting, how they're going about it. It felt like a UK CW show.
Damn.
And
Smoke that.
so
Smoke that one.
I was
I
like,
didn't. I didn't even think that.
well, I'm I'm glad they made it. I'm gonna support the black creators, but it's not cracking the top five superhero shows. It's not cracking it, but um, you know, glad they made it. I watched season two. The cliffhanger was mad obvious that was coming. We weren't gonna really see no shit. Um, just teasing a lot of shit. Like I don't know, man. Like shout out to Rap Man, whoever made it, created, directed it. You're doing a lot, but
Created, directed, starred.
I think you could do with some a writer's room. I think you could really benefit from
Get a Jordan in
opening it
there.
up now. Kanye wrote his own shit in the beginning too, but then he started to get writers, right? And things just took off. So I'm gonna just say, Rap Man, if somehow ever you're reading this, seeing this, man, I hope you get some writers. You can write it all yourself, but then run it through some people. But it just seemed very CW, um, and that's where my bar is with it. So I'm more excited to see Superman and Lois compared to Supercell, but it's in that
Mm.
tier to me.
Right.
It's like,
I wanted to concur with you as well. I had high hopes. Like,
mm,
and like I said in the beginning, it looked like it was gonna take off into something. Like, I thought it was dope. Like I said, also I want to say you started Ratman, or yeah, because since you were the man of every face of this project, I guess that was you. You definitely could have benefited from a writing room, definitely. You having characters like their eyes glowing all the same color, all like that was kind of lame. Maybe it could have been different colors. Maybe all their eyes didn't have to glow. Like you know what I mean? Like it could have been something. Like I don't know. Maybe you'll get to season two why the eyes have to glow that color. Like maybe we'll get to that. But yeah, you hit it really on the head when you said UKCW. I was trying to figure out why it was so like cool but lame at the same time. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out like why like the gangster wasn't really the gangster. Like it was like cosplaying like that. Remember I said last pod and I was like it was like they were cosplaying and doing. I didn't understand it. Like okay, now it makes sense. Like when you compare it to like this UKCW that actually yeah. You know what I mean?
like it
That
fits.
yeah, yeah. Now you're
It
like, oh,
fits.
now I'm not even mad at the show no more. Now you're like, oh, okay, actually, because I was thinking one way, and when I got the other way, then it kind of like deflated me, like you know. So I was like, cause like the show, bro, you remember that old school TV show Heroes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
loved it until the
see,
strike
yeah, oh,
and
God,
the writer strike.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then that Carnival, no. whatever. But yeah. So when dude went to the future in the first time and then met everybody, I was getting Heroes vibes. I was like, oh shoot, we
Mm,
can go up with this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then every episode was more disappointment, more just. I was like, well, could have. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. Well, like, and the thing was like, I'm still gonna watch season two because I'm gonna support. But hopefully they'll kick it up. Maybe that the season one was their backstory season, and they're gonna just now they're gonna go hard like on season two. I don't know, but I hope they do because season one, like I said, it's like you ever hear a rapper and like you'll hear him say like like a bar, and then and then you'll say another bar after it because it's a fitting bar, and then they go left and say something stupid. Like you're like, well, why would you say that? Like, it's
yeah, yeah.
don't you hate when that happens? You're like, whoa, and then you like, I find myself doing that. Like, I'll say the bar that I think they should have said. Like, 'cause this is not it. Like this is how I felt when I watched this. I was like, yo, you set the bar up, and you could have just you had the the storyline was actually better than I thought. Like I mean, like the sickle cell thing. At first I was like, I didn't understand it and didn't agree with it. And then like now I understood like how it balanced. Like when it came to the power situation, now I'm like, oh okay, that's a dope end. Like you know what I mean? I thought that
Only
was
mostly black people get sickle cell only.
right,
Cool, cool, cool.
right. You checking all the
Okay.
dots, crossing all the T's, dotting the I's. I was like, yo, it was family oriented. It wasn't ghetto. I didn't get a to be vibe. Like you know what I mean? I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, like it was checking the right boxes, and then like the storyline, like I was even letting the the graphics, like you know what I mean, the graphics even slide a little bit because I'm like, man, you could tell the budget wasn't what he wanted it to be. Like you know what I mean? So I was letting that slide. You know, season two, the budget always be bigger. Like you know what I mean? Like
Usually, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was letting that slide too. Like okay, cool. I ain't gonna hold you. Bruh stabbed the shit out of bruh. That's why I was looking at my
Oh,
notes.
oh, crazy
Yeah,
Gideon,
bruh stabbed the shit out of bruh.
homeboy went full Gideon.
That shit was wild. And that's a dope power too. Like, you know what I mean? He got one too. Like, you know what I mean? It was cool. I like the ending. I like the ending, like, because that was a
I couldn't do it.
that was a good introduction to who's really in charge, like, and the level of cruelty that person has. You know what I'm saying? That they brought this man back to life just to tell him how he messed up to kill him. Like that gives you the level of cruelty. You know, stepping it up. And plus, the other boss dude, that's my man's from Ray Donovan. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my man's.
That dude's an incredible actor.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
dude's an
That's my
incredible
man's.
actor.
That's my man's.
I
So
fuck with him, but
for sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna watch it just because I want to support our people. I when you said one blunt, that's pretty much where I was at with it. It had a lot of places where it could have did better, could have excelled. Like you know what I mean. But like I said, I'm not gonna put too much on this first. But you pretty much did the perfect take when you said he wore too many hats. I didn't even think about it that way because he was director, creator, writer,
producer.
producer. Like, yeah, I'm like, yo, probably was stylist. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was
Probably though.
manager. Like, yeah,
Probably made a track one of the songs in
yeah,
there.
A&R.
Right,
Like, you know, he
right,
might have been an extra in one of the scenes. We didn't even so
right.
like, you know, we don't know what he looked like. He might be one of the main characters. We don't know. Like, we don't know. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up. Actually, who is Rat Man? He might be one of the characters in the show we don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? But I definitely agree with you on that. Like, there's nothing wrong with you know what I mean getting a little help. At least as far as the writing is concerned, or maybe episode wise or something like. Because matter of fact, me and you have a lot of off mic conversations where um, that it's good to always not overwhelm yourself because that just generally hurts the product or the brand. So it's definitely always good to outsource when you need to outsource, or just even take a break when you need to take a break. Like you know, so
Yeah,
because the
exactly.
product is it's clear and evident in the product. Like it's not going to give what you want it to give. Like, and this is one of those cases where, like I said, I don't want to bash his show. I'm not going to kick his back in on the show. The show was dope. I liked it, but this is the reason why you got one blunt instead of two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if
Mm-hmm.
you would have, like, let's say maybe 2 months off to go hire another writer, maybe, you know what I mean? The story could have been better. You might not hit your timeline. You might have, you know what I mean? I don't know. So I don't know what's going on with it. But maybe now this is a learning experience for you. Like you said, if you happen to hear this, maybe it's a learning experience for you. We're not kicking your back in. The show has legs. It's got great potential. Yeah, just go ahead and probably just you know what I mean hire somebody else to help you with the workload. Like you know what I mean. At least one of the actors. Shit. At least get them motherfuckers. Like have them improv a little bit or something. Like I don't know. Like it'll be something.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, as far as that, that was it though. Like yeah, that was the main. You pretty much said it right the best. That was the reason why I got one blunt. Facts.
The golden rule about time travel is you can't just be like, oh, I know how to time travel now. Like this whole time he didn't know how to time travel, and at the end he's like, I'm going to the future. Like,
I'm
where you been
incentivized.
at, dog?
Yeah, I'm incentivized.
Where you been at, dog? Where? Why don't you just keep going back to yesterday until these people sign up for the team? Like that's why I'm just like, when you start adding in time travel, that's when you make the big hole for yourself to get just stuck in. Like if you don't really start dotting your I's and crossing your T's,
It's gonna look crazy.
you it's gonna be bad,
Yeah.
man. And that's for me where it was with him. Like if Homeboy couldn't time travel, it would have probably been 1.5. But the fact that he can time travel and he just kept choosing not to unless he almost died, and I'm like, okay, you know what, dog? And then at the end, he's like, "You can save your girl." I'm like, no, she's already dead.
I know. I was like, fam.
Wait, this is what we're doing? We just saw all their little throats get slit. They died, but okay.
Yo, when he said that, fam, I let my that's how the show started, gang.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, yo, you got the power now. You can go back and fuck that bitch. Look, what we gotta do is I was like, wait, what?
I'm gonna go to the future.
I was like, she ain't alive in the future. Yo, that shit was crazy though. I thought that was one of those moments when he's like, I don't care about her. I was like, yo, I looked around like, is anybody watching this? That man had the beard, everything. I was like, oh, it's him now. Okay, cool, you gonna go save her. Like, nah, like, but no, but see, if you actually think about it though, with time travel, doesn't she have to die so he could be who he is? Or no, see, you would think that, right? But in this situation, no. Like, like certain movies, like, no, I have to let that person die because if that person died, then I wouldn't have been inspired to build this life. No, in this situation, that was far from it. Like, this wasn't one of those
predestination. It had to happen.
Yeah,
it had to happen in predestination.
Dark matter. Like, you know what I mean? You had to go fall in love and take the baby over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to make it happen no matter what. Like, this, like, bro, she could have been fine. All right. One blunt. All right.
As soon as I plug my phone in and I see all them text messages, I'm teleporting to yesterday.
Right where she at? Well, right behind her.
Something happened. I got 50 messages missed. I'm gonna go back and figure this out.
Nope.
Nah.
So.
Oh, she did? Yeah, you knew. When they did, I can't bring him back.
All right, man.
When?
Like, that boy got cold on him. That boy got cold.
Right? Ice cold.
All right.
I'm like, but your homeboys just got their throats slit.
I need them though. They got powers.
But I can say to them,
yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I got nothing. That shit was wild.
Yeah.
X-Men '97. I still have not got a chance at it because that's one of those shows, man. That's one of those shows I like to watch. Like, you know what I mean? I can't just hear it here. Like, you know what I mean? I haven't finished it.
Better take that thing off of there. It's gonna be a minute.
I know. Try to get to it today. Oh no, I'm busy today.
Exactly.
Extra busy today. I forgot. But did you get a chance to see John Dies at the end?
I did. I did not like it, man.
What? Maybe you got to be on shrooms.
Yeah, maybe. I was just like, this is a little too dumb and dumbery for my taste. It's cool. I understood what they're doing and how they went about it, but that's just not my vibe. But thanks for the rec. I've gotten some good ones. I've gotten some that I don't like, but this one just wasn't hitting for me. From I ain't mad at it. Giamatti's in it, cool, but
that's what got me too. I was like, because I don't really see him in bad movies too often.
Well, he'll be in bad movies, but he's taking it serious. But everybody else is going like beat up acting.
I know, right?
But he was
a great actor.
Right? He's always trying to get his Oscar, no matter what it is.
I ain't mad at him.
That's why I'm like, it's cool.
You know what? I'm trying to watch it not on shrooms, see what it's like. Because that shit.
It's gonna be a lot different.
That shit seemed like introspective. That shit seemed introspective. When I watched it, I was like, yo.
Okay, yeah.
The conversation is scintillating.
That makes sense. If you're on shrooms and you see the whole big old freezer of meat just open up
and
and
it
make
come
a
together. I was
person.
like, yo.
Yeah, that shit
I
look
was eating
worse
a
than
burger at the time too, fam. I was like, no.
that
It
shit
was
look
crazy.
worse than old Beetlejuice animations. I was like, oh, this is what we doing.
Yeah. Oh, the animation. Yeah, the graphics wasn't really.
It's old, so that's why it's like it's just wasn't hitting for me. But you know, there'll be others. I'll check out some other shit. But I got
Um,
that out the way.
I just want to let y'all know now, before we cut it out of here. You will not be there for the party, but I will be there for the party on Friday. Um, so I'm going to announce it now. Sorry, you guys won't be there, but I will be there. I wish you could be there, but you are in Vegas. But I will be here on Sunday to report on it. I am having that Deadpool Wolverine party on Friday.
Oh, hey, okay,
Let's go.
okay.
You know what I mean? Making it a big thing, having an excursion, big billiards, big pho restaurant, T-bone steaks in it, like you know what I mean. Then we're gonna,
Tomahawks.
yes, then we're gonna go ahead and take the party over to this luxury movie theater, one of my favorites. You are familiar with a lot of those because you live in Vegas. Where we got the
Mm,
R2D2 serving food and snacks while the movie's there, like.
mm,
Um, it's dope. Like it's just I like it because that movie theater they have the big Barca lounger chairs, but it's just
yeah.
one and two for you and your you and your wife, and then 10 feet down there there's another chair Barca lounger, like you know what I'm saying, like. And I like the fact that you're just far away from people. You go, and the screen is wrap around, like it goes all like you know
Mm.
what I mean. So you're like this the whole time, like watching the movie, like it's dope. Like you know what I mean? Big drinks, big food, good energy. Everybody's around you. The oh yeah, I'm a big fan of this. When they don't turn the air conditioner on 100 when you get in there, like I,
You don't gotta bring your blanket.
yeah, I don't want it to be room temperature, but I don't need it to be meat freezer at 7-Eleven either. Like you know what I'm
The
saying?
igloo.
Like, yeah, so I like that. But yeah, I will be here to report on that. I don't know if you're gonna see it on Friday, but I will be here on Sunday to talk about Deadpool, and there might be some spoilers, so I hope you see it.
I probably will not see it the opening weekend because I don't want to be around that many people.
That's why I'm
But
choosing my movie theater.
yeah, but yeah, more power to you. Enjoy. I look forward to hearing about the celebrations. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I'm juiced. I'm juiced.
That'll be my 9-year wedding anniversary,
Oh,
so I will
wait,
not
you're at
be.
on Friday?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, my man said 9.
9 on the wedding,
Wow, enlighten us.
19 on the relationship.
19 on the relationship.
Yes, sir.
Damn, you met her. Okay, right after I just moved. Type shit.
100%.
Wow. So she been
That's the girl I dated right after I got out from my Santa Cruz dating
yeah.
spree.
Oh
So this is
shit.
literally right.
So she been riding for a minute.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. She know.
she stayed down. Oh,
She know
okay.
how I am. She know I am. She know how it be.
Mm.
So yeah, I'll just be we're gonna go do something, but
Congratulations. Got to
I ain't
say that
trying to
off
go
top.
get crazy around a lot of people, especially just coming off of COVID. I don't want to be around a lot of people.
True.
But yeah, I'll see Deadpool and Wolverine, but we're probably gonna go do something chill.
What's the criteria for gifts on the 9 year? Like I know it's like 5 years, like gold or something or
Oh, I see what you're
type
saying.
shit.
I don't do that shit. You know me. I don't move. I don't move like everybody else.
He said, "Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't do that shit." That's my
Yeah, I don't
man,
do that shit. I don't
bro.
do that shit.
Sorry for the audience out there, man. If you don't know Rich, you don't know Rich. That's this is the only person I know who can make it sound like he's about to agree with you type shit, and then it just goes left. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Oh, that shit that everybody's doing? Yeah, I don't do that shit. Yeah. Oh, size large pants? Yeah, I can't wear
That's
those.
bro. I don't know why
Like,
you've been doing that since fucking I've known you, fam. Like since 17, 16.
yeah.
That's just funny
So we
because he
don't
got me
do
with
that.
it again. Like it's been, bro. I've known him for like 25, almost 27 years, and he still gets me with it. Oh yeah, I don't do that shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So he almost
I
got
mean,
me.
you know who I'm married to, right? So, like what we gonna do? She's like, I ain't trying to go to no crazy restaurant. I ain't trying to do nothing fancy. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna just go watch a movie or do something chill. And that means we can't go see Deadpool. It's gotta be chill.
What
Maybe Bad Boys for Life. Who knows? But you know what I mean? Like
is that
she
out?
want to. It's out. I don't know if it's gonna be gone when Deadpool comes in, but it's still out, man.
Wait,
It's
wait,
hanging
wait,
in
wait.
there.
Bad Boys for Life. Is that on? I thought that was on Netflix.
Nah,
Wait, how many Bad Boys are there?
that's that new movie one they put out.
They have Bad Boy Forever or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, so they got like four of them?
Yeah, this is the fourth one.
Oh, okay. So that was Bad. Okay, Bad Boys Forever. Okay.
Something like
They
that. Yeah,
milking it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I saw
Oh
Netflix
yeah,
was
yeah,
Bad Boy. Okay. So they milked.
yeah,
So I didn't see the third one either. Oh, okay. So I didn't see
yeah.
that.
right.
I thought the shit
So
already
yeah,
came to Netflix already. I'm like, oh, that shit was quick. Okay.
yeah. Nah.
Oh, that's the third one.
So
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna watch something chill,
Mm,
mad low key. Like that's what I'm saying, man. I'm married to my soulmate. We ain't got. She don't want to do nothing crazy.
that's dope. That's peace.
It all works.
Um, something chill. Something chill. Somebody, man, you two people are, bro. I'm not. I don't have nothing to recommend for you, fam.
Nah, trust me, I'm good. We already got
Like,
it set
yeah,
up.
I
It's
already
all
know.
good.
Like, no, because I know you, fam, and you say, and she's a female you. Like, trust me. I don't know who's got the instruction manual for that robot. Like, I don't know. But, oh,
So it works, but
yeah.
yeah, she we'll do something big, crazy on a rando. That's what we'll do.
You know what? Hey, that's the type of person I am, though. It's weird. Like it was my birthday, like what 2 weeks ago, type shit. I worked on my
Yeah,
birthday. Remember, like just I think it was like 3 days ago. Me and my wife decided to go out and just go fucking party at 103, go to Louis Vuitton store, buy some shit, go to big Brazilian steakhouse, eat. Like
hell yeah,
it was a Wednesday. I think it was like we were just like, you know what, fuck it. Like we got a mani petty. Like oh god, still look good.
that's how you do it.
Like it just it was that day I was stressed out, and I was like, you know, I'm stressed, man. Like let's do nothing. Like you know what I mean, let's go outside. You know what I mean, because we are stressed. Like you know what I mean, because we're working all the time. It's like yo, sometimes you gotta get in touch with your star player. Like come on, didn't even celebrate a birthday. Like that's like work two different jobs on my birthday. Like I'm just like like, but you gotta be in touch with your star player, man. So that's dope, man. Happy anniversary, man. You deserve it.
Thanks, y'all.
You actually you are testament to the fact that there is somebody for everybody out there.
For everybody. There's
Facts.
a robot for everybody.
There's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
Bender for every Mrs. Bender.
Karama. Exactly.
But yeah, like that's dope because like even me personally, I'd be saying the same thing. Like when it's real and it's like that you find your person, like what I mean, it's a different look. Like it's crazy. Like because you start thinking about the other relationships, you're like bro, this person was not my person. Like you know what I mean? Like
Or this is where we would have crashed out. We would
yeah,
have made a product here.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Like it's crazy when you just be like, yo, this person is really my person. Like it's just dope. And then when do you ever get those questions from other people and they're like, yo, how did you guys meet? How did you guys find each other? Like how you guys make like what I mean? Like how? Like bro, when I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. It's like when you guys are when that's your person, it's like it's not work. Like it can be work, like when you have to work, but day to day is not work. That's your person. Like you know what I mean? Like,
It's gonna be work, but it's because we're all working and building and evolving.
right.
So it's never like you're gonna be the same person you were 10 years ago or 5 years ago.
Thank
So
God.
the work is just keeping up and growing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And allowing your partner to grow and
Mm.
have them morph into who they're gonna be, and you're along with the journey, kind of shit. But
Mm.
yeah, man.
Congratulations again, man. That's lit.
Thanks, man.
I'm not
Thanks.
even close to 9, but I will be receiving it. Like I'll be get there. I'll get there.
Hey, you gonna get
Oh yeah,
there?
sure.
Hey,
I'll blink and
it's
it's gonna be
19
there.
total.
19.
19 total,
Oh,
man.
jeez.
19 total. So
That's crazy.
almost half my life now.
Yeah, that's a blessing, man.
It's crazy.
Hey, don't mind me asking, how does she get along with fam?
Oh, good. She loves fam. Fam
Mm,
loves her.
mm.
You know, my fam loves a pretty girl.
Yo,
Oh, look at you.
now I just gotta see your mom. Like I know your mom. Off mic, we'll have some conversations. Like, what's up? Oh man, I love your family, man. Your family is always should be cherished, man. But anyway, but yeah, the Block Giants, man, episode 38. Oh shit,
38.
yeah, 38 special. Okay, pew, pew, pew. No strays today. Shout out, hey. You know what I mean? Today we decided to put the clip up. And I'm gonna chamber
Right.
that chamber. But yeah, thank you for tuning in with us, man. This is Block Giants episode 38. And I'm with my man Dose Definitely, aka Richter Riesel. And it's me, ET to the G, who you think it gonna be. And thank you for tuning in with us again. So, like we always say about this time, stay pushing, stay positive, stay progressing, stay on your pivot, and stay on your path until we cross it again. And on that note, peace.
Peace. Like and subscribe.
Hey.